Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations with Marvelous. And before I introduce my very special guest, I got some minor announcements. And those minor announcements are, if you didn't get a chance to check out, actually, News with NORBERT, you need to definitely go check that out. Not only is it fucking hilarious, but also it's very, very informative. And I'm glad that many people are hitting me on the DM and are telling me, you know what, I didn't know that some of these topics or some of these things were actually trending, not necessarily in a good way, but it's going on right under our nose. For an example, some people tell me, I go to work, sometimes I work 8, sometimes I work 10 hours, come home, shower up, get a meal, I watch a show, go to bed. And many times they don't watch the news. So even though some of our news with NORBERT may be comical, but it's very serious, where if for some reason you have anything in doubt, you can just Google it yourself or hit up Norbert on his page and he'll send you where he got his information from. Other than that, I had a great conversation with Popeye Ray, the ref. I interviewed a referee. We talked a lot about boxing, a lot of classic bouts, a lot about the rules and regulations, our fights fixed, etc. Also, we had Hazard on Calls with the Wizard. We had a Westmont Scheme, and we talked about the evolution of music, whether it's from 8-track to cassette to CD to vinyl, whatever. We talked about that. Tomorrow, I won't have a show, but I will be here Friday for Freaky Tales. And then Sunday, I have a Calls with the Wizard. I'm trying to do News with NORBERT on Saturday because I just have so much going on that I just have to make time for myself to work on my production, to work on editing, you know, and I want to encourage everyone to, once again, become a member. That's where you're going to get all your information from. A lot of you guys are still asking about the update on Chicano rap. If you become a member, you get it. And I try to be fair with everyone. Everybody says, well, where's the Chicano rap? Okay, if you're going to demand an answer from me, then I'm going to demand an answer from you. Did you donate? And if you didn't, don't ask. Okay? Because this documentary is made possible by those that donated, and those people come first. Okay, so other than that, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. And if there's anything that I didn't ask Marvelous or bring up, make sure that when we open up the phone lines, you guys call in and ask him yourself. Okay, many of you guys say, why is he wearing a bandana? We already covered that. Okay, we already did that. So with that being said, without further ado, please allow me to introduce once again my co-host, Conversation with Marvelous Inc., the one and only, the world-renowned Marvelous Inc.
What's cracking, Tony?
Nothing, bro. You know what? I'm glad you're here. I know you just recently came from somewhere else. I don't know if you want to promote it or share it or whatever, or we can move on.
Let's move on.
Okay. I think you were here, what, 2 weeks ago, maybe?
Nah,
that was the last conversation.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. Because Norbert's been here twice since then. And but we've had great conversations, and people love it when you're here. And I love it when people call in, and sometimes, you know, they want to ask, some people want to debate, some people want to challenge you or whatever. We give people the opportunities, and we give them even more of an opportunity because on your Instagram page, you have your number.
Yeah.
These people can call you. Now, I know I always ask this same question, but do you still get that many calls of people asking you or talking to you or want to conversate with you?
Every day, bro. Actually, and I want to address it. If I don't answer, like there's been a couple of people, 3 specifically, that just blow me up. Like if I don't answer, I'm busy, you know, or if I say I'm gonna get back to you, then I'll get back to you, you know. But they persistent, bro. Like every 30 minutes, 20 minutes, like.
See, okay, and that's the thing. Look at it, and I'm not saying that you're trying to be mean or I'm trying to be mean.
Yeah,
I get people that send me memes and conspiracy shit every day.
I'm one of them.
Okay,
my bad.
No. But I know you though.
Yeah.
These are people that I don't know, and I say this respectfully because sometimes I just want to say stop, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's everything. Bzz, 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 and it's the same dude, like 9 reels, and then hit me up. Did you watch it? No. You know, I'm working. I'm doing something. Yeah. Did you get to watch this? You know, like tomorrow, I'm going to be in the studio all day working on production.
Yeah.
Okay. I may check my phone every other hour or so because I'm working. That's how I make money as well. But when they blow me, did you watch it? No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it, bro. So I understand how you feel when these people are persistent.
Yeah.
They have to understand that you work also. How do you feed yourself? You do a lot of tattooing.
A lot of tattooing.
You know?
And the thing with me though, I hook up my phone through my speaker, so I'm playing music and shit. And my phone's going, bro, and that shit puts a loud ass ring on the speaker. I'm like, damn, my bad. Or, I can't be answering the phone. Like, my hands are dirty,
Right. Fill us in if you've had any interesting conversations since the last time you were here. Like, does anybody ever call you and then kind of like, what do you think about this? And it kind of caught you off guard. It's like, oh, fuck, I haven't thought about that.
Nah, this, I feel a lot of people are like, they when they talk to me, it's kind of like a counseling session. And I don't want it to be like that. I don't want to, I'm nobody to counsel anybody. I got my own problems, and I'm still growing as a person myself.
Yeah.
So there's only so much that advice I could give you, or constructive criticism I could give you. But some people come with some problems, bro. Like, this person said I could share their story. He actually wanted me to share his story.
Right.
So he is in a placement right now.
Okay.
And he has a problem where he won't eat all week. All week he won't eat, and on the weekend he'll just eat like till he's throwing up, he said. And then before that, he had another issue where he'd walk around his house and he's constantly spitting in his pad. Like, his mom had to replace all the carpet in their pad because there was like mold from this, saliva growing. But it's just like it's a psychological problem,
Right,
it's
right.
stemming from somewhere, and I'm trying to get to that point for him to find it,
Yeah.
But he's asking me for answers, and it's like, homie, like, I don't know every intricate detail of how you're being raised, or what problems you specifically had, and I don't want to ask you a bunch of personal questions either.
Right.
And it's like, I become a counselor in a sense, or a therapist, and it's like, I don't want it to be that either. You know what I mean? Like, I have my own life too, I want to help you, but it's like, it seems like it's more deeper than what I can assist you with at the time,
Right. Well, I had a conversation with a dude, I think on Monday? He hit me up and he said, I really need to talk to you. I watch your show. I get good advice every time I watch you with Marvelous and blah, blah, blah. So I give him a number to call because I don't give people my new number because I had to change my number a couple of times. But I don't give people my new number. I give them like an app number where they can just call me. And this guy was just telling me, and I'm not going to say his name so nobody knows who he is, that he just called me and told me he has a fucking problem with porn and he beats off like 10 times a day.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm not trying to be like sarcastic or be funny with them, but I literally had to ask him, like, bro, like, are you being sarcastic with that number?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, I am. Sometimes it's like 15 a day. And I thought it was going to go less.
Yeah.
But he went up and I said, well, like, okay, like, when did this start for you? And he said when he was 8 years old, his father would just leave out movies and stuff like that. So he just started watching them. Now, I think that's the danger of pornography, because I will say this on a serious tip, and I shared this with him. The first time I saw a porn, it was on the VHS, and I shared this story before. It was called Dallas. The movie was called Debbie Does Dallas, and my brother had got it dubbed on a VHS. We didn't have a VCR at the time. That's how early 80s this was.
Yeah.
My neighbor across the street had a VHS, so I took it and I said, hey, it's Dallas. Our favorite team was the Dallas Cowboys. So I said, let's watch the game. My brother brought it. Maybe he videotaped the game. No, it was a fucking dude beating up some girl's cheeks.
Oh, man.
Now I have to get graphic to understand where I'm going with this. Up to this point, I thought making love to a girl, keep in mind, I'm in 7th grade, was just laying butt naked with her, cuddling and kissing. I thought that was making love.
That's what Norbert still thinks it is.
Yeah, exactly. So when I saw this guy put on her fucking hair, slapping her fucking cheeks, calling her fucking names, she's fucking yelling, it changed my view on what I thought women wanted.
Man.
Okay, so what I am saying that, I'll be honest with you, I shared this with him to share, like, it fucked me up.
My bad. I'm picturing, like, cheeks being clapped and the hyena turn around with long hair and it's fucking Norby's looking at you.
Exactly.
Saying, hey.
Hey. With Diablo sauce mustache.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. So, it literally, bro, it changed my view on the women. And it, believe it or not, it changed my view on women, bro, where it kind of corrupted me for a while. Now, I can never say, Marvelous, that I went back to started watching more porn. I was never addicted to anything like that. I never even saw a full porn movie or a full porn magazine. But it wasn't until I started educating myself in my early 20s that, if you will, it went back to the way I thought about women.
It's a trip that you bring that up, because I remember being, man, I don't know if I was like 8 years old or a little bit older, and there was a movie that my grandma, I think my aunt left it in my grandma's room, and it was called, it was like a paisa film. It was like it's called Water for Chocolate or something. It was all in Spanish. And it was, And there was this one scene where the vato's making love to the girl, and I guess he has a heart attack or after he came, like he died or whatever. And I was like, damn, does that happen? Like, are you gonna die when you fucking?
Exactly. But it puts things in our head, bro.
Yeah.
It puts things in our head, because up to that point, bro, me and my friend are watching her, and then we kind of look at each other and we're like, he can hurt her.
Yeah.
But they were actually having a good time.
Crazy.
So, but anyway, so I talked to him, and I kind of like helped him a little bit. But hey, man, some people got to find sometimes their own answer, because we don't have all the answers.
Yep.
So many times all we can do is just be somebody that will listen to you.
Yeah.
So anyways, other than that, how's the family doing?
Good, man. Kids are getting bigger. Doing good. Doing good. That's all I can say.
That's good. Okay, let me see. Let's go ahead and jump into some of the questions. And for those of you that are asking, how do I submit a question? Look, on my YouTube page, there's tabs there. It'll say membership. It'll say live. It'll say shorts. It'll say community. On my community is where I post a flyer, and I put place all questions for Marvelous here, for our conversation. So that's where all these questions are at, and they're still up. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the first one. And once again, if I don't ask them, make sure you guys call in and ask them. Okay. Here's the first one. Ask Marvelous, why does he think the Dodgers are bringing back the LGBT group they uninvited for Pride Night at Dodger Stadium? So let me give you a little history. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Mm-hmm. I don't know what these guys are called, but they dress up like nuns. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I don't know if they're just gay guys dressing up like nuns, or trans women.
Right.
I don't know, but I know that they're a part of the whole LGBTQ thing. Right. But they dress like nuns. Right. So the Catholic Church came against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And pretty much said, that's insulting to us. Uh-huh. So they uninvited them. The Dodgers did. A couple of days later, because they were threatened by this group, they uninvited them again, and now they're going to bless them with an award. Uh-huh. So I guess this person, but you can't really answer because you're not too familiar with the subject, though.
But I'm familiar with the agenda. Okay. And what that is people need to understand that there's nothing they can do when signing petitions or getting mad or angry or in their feelings when there's an agenda to be played out. Yeah. And the agenda comes from the top. It comes from the fucking higher ups in the government and the people, the elites that are, and all of them are literally associated with Masonry. They are agendas. They have to go forward, and these are rituals that they do. They have to go forward with it. There ain't no fucking backing down out of it or none of that shit. These people's lives are at stake.
Yeah. Did we find that picture to put up? Okay, he's gonna post it up. But as if you can see, that's how they dress.
Yeah.
And let's be honest. If you're a Catholic, this is a mockery.
Yeah.
This is a mockery because obviously many people believe and respect the Catholic religion as far as the priests are concerned, as far as the nuns are concerned. These are supposedly people that have separated themselves unto God, okay? Mm-hmm. And then for the Dodgers to uninvite them and then invite them back, for them to dress like a bunch of freaks, costumes, mocking the Catholic Church. How do you tell the Catholic Church, yes, we'll respect you and uninvite them, but then say, oh, fuck it. Let us invite them again. So what if the Catholic Church gets upset?
Well, that's where it gets deep. Go for it, bro.
Make it higher. Make it bigger. Yeah, so we could see it because I don't. There you go. Something like that. Put it in the middle. There you go. That's what that is.
So this is where it gets really into a lot of intricacies where people got to study Torah. They got to study their Bible, really study it. Go back to the ancient language of Aramaic and Hebrew and really look up terms and definitions of words that they're using and get the real definition of what these scriptures are telling you,
Right.
from precept to precept, not on your own understanding and feelings or what you think God must have said, because more than likely it's not what he's trying to get. The
Right.
point. It's a book of law, statutes, and commandments. That point blank period. It's not a story, a fable, what they think how you should live your life. No, it's instruction on how to live your life. This is what you got to do. This is the Mosaic covenant. The 5 laws of rituals of how to eat, how to pray,
Right.
how to adorn yourself, dress, wear fringes, grow your beard out, all that,
Right.
and you got to follow that. If you don't, there's no such thing as a dividing the Old Testament or the New Testament like the Council of Nicaea did. It's one whole book of law, statutes, and
Right.
commandments to be passed on from generation to generation.
You know what this new generation here thinks though? Whenever they hear the word Old Testament, oh, that's the Old Testament.
Yeah.
I already know where they're going.
Right.
They'll say that's old.
That don't count.
It doesn't count. It's old.
Why do they keep
We want
tithing?
the new stuff.
Why do they keep tithing?
Yeah. Why did they keep tithing? Why did they always go back to the book of Malachi when they want their tithes? But it's the old.
Right.
Okay. So hopefully we answered that. My thing is that I just think Dodgers don't want the lawsuit. I just think they don't want to look bad. I just think, bro, it's the alphabet mafia, bro. And all they got to do is shout and pout, and they get their way. They've been getting their way lately.
Yeah.
Okay. Salute to both of you. Shout out to the Dominguez family. Puro East Los G. What's the best way to find out my roots? G. Gracias.
A lot of people ask me, that's probably the most question on them wanting to know, like, who are they, or they hear the term the chosen and they want to associate themselves or want to know if they're associated with the 12 tribes of Israel, or they want to know how indigenous pertains to being Israelites. And I go back to the stories that were written in the Bible. The majority of them are actually the stories of the indigenous. Like I always talk about, the main one, Moses, is the story of Meshi. And how the names in the United States were actually named before. Like Utah was named Jerusalem, Upper and Lower Egypt by the Grand Canyon, Babylon right below that, and stuff like that. But there's no telling, I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, because your dad is Mexican and your grandfather might be Mexican or Mexica, that you're indigenous, because that their great grandfather might be a Spaniard. So you literally, like scripture does tell you in Deuteronomy, you got to lean on your spirit, on a person's spirit. If you gravitate to the frequency that's being emitted to you, then, and you know that there's this calling for you, then you might be part of the Great Awakening, and you start to do what you're supposed to do within the law or awakening the people, then you do become a part of prophecy. So that's as far as I can go with it, and saying, okay, you might be indigenous and you're probably not.
I mean, even though I already know your answer, but I have to ask it for people's sake.
Yeah.
Would you recommend that ancestry.com thing to turn in your saliva?
None of that.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right, let's go. Ask Marvelous. My brother did some foul shit and talked negative about my 6-year-old son. Is it wrong if I hit him in his mouth? It's family, but everyone has a limit.
That her brother?
His brother, I guess he
brother.
said, ask Marvelous, my brother did some foul shit and talked negative about my 6-year-old son. Is it wrong to hit him in his mouth?
I wouldn't be able to answer that because I don't know what was said or whatever, but I know when people disrespect my kid, it's on site. You know what I mean? Or say something about my mom, it's on site.
See, look at, I'm going to speak on this because it happened to me about a year ago. A family member called me and threatened my son.
Oh, fuck.
At that point, if you're going to do that, you are no longer my family, bro.
Facts.
You are no longer my family. So, lo mandé la verga, and I told him, well, when I see you, it's going to be on. And he was like, well, I'll fuck you up too. And I just straight told him like this, Marvelous. I said, then come on, bitch. And that's what I said. Because if you're going to call me and tell me that you're going to do this to my son, and you should have heard his words. I just don't want to repeat them because I don't want to get upset again. So he never came. Time passed. Cool, whatever. He ended up catching up with my son and ended up apologizing to him. And they forgave each other. But Me, it's not going to be that easy, bro.
I know. You can't. I don't know. People say to live and let go, but you can't take words back. You know what I mean? If you had that animosity for it, what if you would have acted on that? Then what?
Yeah.
You know?
So the person asked this question is very, very hard. Even though I want to lean on and say, don't touch him. But your flesh wants to, okay? The sad part about it today, Marv, is we live in a time now where dudes call the cops on you.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm sorry, because the way many people are living, they're showing me that fucking snitching is in.
Yeah.
You know, they don't give a fuck. I didn't snitch on you. I just informed them. They'll just flip it. I just told them what they already knew. I don't care how in the fuck you remix it. It's snitching. So, okay. Let's see what this one is. You shout out to. Okay, already read that one. Okay. Ask him, what does he think of the lizard people? Exist or no?
They exist.
Lizard people exist?
Yeah,
okay.
I just put out the Instagram, took it off my feed about a newspaper article that came out in the 1930s in Los Angeles about the catacombs below Los Angeles. And the catacombs will be a cave system that runs below LA. There's one in Europe as well. And they found rooms and rooms of fucking just piles of bones of all the sacrificing that they were doing. You know, and they talked about going to war with the lizard people that live under Los Angeles.
Now,
have you ever heard that?
No. Okay, look, honestly, I never heard of the lizard people until I met you.
Oh, wow.
And I'm being honest with you. Because I always thought that was like that was Killer Croc from the Batman animated series. You know, I didn't even know that even existed. So, but now let me ask you, from the outside looking in, I'm not going to say no, it doesn't exist, because I don't know enough to bring that up to your attention to even say, it's not true, Marvelous. Right. I don't fucking know.
Right.
Is there a lot of them? Like, is there millions of them?
Yeah.
So
when the fallen angels came and they mated with the daughters of men,
right,
they created a hybrid race, which was the Nephilim.
Okay.
Well, through doing genetics and all that, on humans or supposedly humans would be the term human is not for everybody. Human only pertains to people that contain melanin or skin pigmentation, where the term hue comes from, of skin color or pigmentation.
Yes.
So people that don't have that would not be considered under the definition of being human.
Okay.
And that's a fact. That's not like, oh, he's fucking smoked out or whatever. No, look up words, terms, and definitions of words and what they really mean. Hue, human, skin pigmentation of containing melanin within your skin or blood. So them try to modify their spirit, they're considered an abomination. So when they die, their spirit cannot go past the firmament. They bounce back down. That's called a soul trap. So they can embody or encompass another person if they want to try and possess them. But it's only through your agreement or you allowing that you open that portal into yourself of that. Then, like, if you believe in that or you feed it, give that energy, you give it life. That's where our energy from our pineal gland, you could give things life. You speak shit into existence into your life, whether it's a breakup or whether it's you becoming rich or anything. You dying, you talk about it, it's going to happen. You know, the ones that can break the firmament and do go to their judgment are the chosen. They go to their judgment and they come back where their sin or their curse is placed on their bloodline if they continue to live the life that they're not supposed to be living or not following the laws.
Okay. So is it safe to say then, from what I'm understanding?
Oh, my bad, bro.
No, go for it.
So what they did was created a hybrid race, which is called the reptilians today, by trying to manipulate our bloodline. So they could be able to break the firmament, because they try to do it with when they had Enoch as a representative to go speak to God for them and let us back in, and when the third of them fell with the Zazel and Lucifer and all that, right. They weren't allowed to go back into the past the 13 realms of heaven, the firmament. Okay.
Now, again, from a person who does not know, do these people literally look like lizards, or are they human and not human, but do they look like human and turn into a lizard? Do they transform?
They're able to shapeshift.
Oh, okay. So, okay. All right. Okay. So they don't walk around like.
No.
like a damn lizard.
Supposedly, like there's things that have been leaked supposedly that they do look exactly like lizards down there and all that, but I don't know whether to believe that or not. You know, I don't know too much on that, so I won't speak on it.
All right, let's see what else. Okay, question for both of you: what do you do if one of your kids had told you they wanted to be the opposite gender before they turned 18? I'm glad we're covering this, and I'm glad somebody asked this. Okay. The other day we had some guy saying that all you guys do is talk about gays. Look, let me tell you something. If you are aware of the agenda that is going on, that it is an attack on children and an attack on women, for you to be upset, first and foremost, you must be a soulless being, because I would protect children and I would protect women. Right. I would rather educate them in something good, something that they can receive, something that they can learn wisdom and knowledge from and grow and bloom and become the person who they were created to be, instead of changing their whole life at such a young age. Yeah. Okay. And this is what this agenda is trying to do, because right now the children are being attacked. Yeah. Women are being attacked of their rights by who? By men that throw on costumes and call themselves Karen and Claire. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the question is, once again, thank you for the question. Question for both of you: what would you do if one of your kids had told you that they wanted to be the opposite gender before they turned 18?
There wouldn't be no relationship at all. I probably, like, I don't care what people would judge me or whatever, but I probably, like, put my hands on them. You know, like, I didn't raise you like that, you know? Okay. Like, you should know better than that, you know? And thank God all my kids are...
Right, they know who they are.
Yeah.
See, and I think that's important. They know who they are. Mm-hmm. Now, let's just say that, I mean, all my children are in their 20s, okay? Yeah. My oldest one is 32. But say I had... let's just say one of my grandsons, because you know they're about to be 5. Right. And let's just say maybe there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Before this question said before 18, and said, "Grandpa, I want to be a girl." You know, one of my boys. First and foremost, I would question him, not interrogate him, but ask him, like, where did you learn this from? Like, who told you this? Who made you think that you're not a boy? Yeah. You know, and I would see where he got this from, and then do my research, because maybe, would you be surprised if it was taught in school? Because right now in LAUSD, parents are protesting. Mm-hmm. You know, LAUSD is the second biggest school district other than New York. Yeah. LAUSD. So now they're starting to teach to the elementary schools these trends about... They're going to start teaching them about trends.
Yeah, they passed a law where the counselor or the principal can actually have a conversation with the child and not notify the parent.
Yes, not notify the parent. Right. Okay, and then now they're even trying to do something where, say you're the teacher, and the girl says, "I don't want to be called, you know, Maria anymore. I want to be called Ray." Yeah. They're trying to pass something where you, as a teacher, cannot tell their parents what's going on with that child. Mm-hmm. Okay. Me, you're going to tell me, because I need to know what my child is, you know, learning, what my child is intaking, because you have them for like 8 hours of the day. Okay, so that's what I would tell my grandchildren. But I would pay close attention to them. Who taught you this? Mm-hmm. You're a man, and you know, right now you're a young man, but right now you're going to grow up to be a strong man, somebody that God created you to be. You have been blessed. There's no one else out there like you. Right. You know, no one else has your fingerprint. No one else has your iris. Even your tongue has a print. Right. There's no one out there. You are blessed and you are unique. Right. And God created you to be a man. And you're going to be blessed. And then I would pray for him. And then I would rebuke the damn devil for trying to speak those negative things into my grandson's life. Because that's where it's all coming from. Yeah. Where it's all said and done, and that's just me. You know. So, anything else you want to...
No, that was good. You're a motivator. Well, you're pretty good, Tony.
Well, you know what, bro? When it comes to those things, I'm very, very passionate, bro.
That's right.
And I'm tired of seeing women interviewed saying that they're being cheated out of their sports. Yeah. Because the best female runner is a man.
Yeah.
The best female swimmer is a man.
Yeah.
The best female boxer is a man.
And all of these fucking pendejos out here, like, you know, oh, I'm a woman and all this fucking bullshit, right? Like, how in the hell can you, you know, a woman is so special, you know, to have a baby, to carry a baby in her womb, that she's the only person that her pelvis can separate, can actually break apart. Like, can a male do that? No.
No. We weren't built like that. We weren't wired like that, bro. We weren't created.
Exactly.
You know, and let me say this. For all you saying, well, I was made this way, that's not true. God doesn't say oops. Mm-hmm. He doesn't make mistakes, you know. So, anyways, I didn't choose it. Yeah, you did. You chose to wear that dress today. You chose to wear that wig. You chose that perfume. You chose to take those hormones. But now you're going to say you didn't choose? Yeah, you did.
I think a lot of more women, not that they're not doing it, but a lot of more women should get together. And, you know, a lot of the fucking dudes that call themselves women, they say, oh, you know, well, they're telling me that I'm a woman and it's okay to be a woman. But there's just as many women that don't believe you're a fucking woman.
Thank you.
I think those women should get together and speak up and tell them, you're not a fucking girl. You're not a woman. You can never be one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, for Marv, what does he look into in videos to say if they're real or fake? So, like, you're watching something. Well, I guess he's asking, what do you look into it? Like, oh, this shit's fake.
Well, there's so many fucking videos that I could speak on, but one of the ones that I do encourage people to really pay attention to are like school shootings, or mass shootings, and shit, and look for crisis actors. Look for all the news stations saying the same script, because it's a script that they're reading. They don't ever deviate from the words that they use. It's always the same fucking shit. Look for symbolism, you know, where they're either throwing a fucking pyramid or they're going like that, or there's a gang of symbolism they could use. Look for the number 33. Look for the number 666. Look for 999s backwards. They use a lot of sacred geometry in their thing too. All that, you know.
Okay. Question for Tony and Marv. What was your most recent 9-to-5 job? Okay, that's one. Mine was working at Rouse in the city of Compton, the distribution center. I was sanitation.
Oh, damn. What was your favorite job, though?
Like, okay, well, in there, we had to bid every year for a different job.
Oh, shit.
I was actually a milk order selector. For about 3 years. In other words, I worked at dairy. Rouse and Compton, it's such a big place, bro. It's like a little city in there, you know. And I worked there because, believe it or not, stacking pallets of milk by a certain time. You have a headset that tells you a bill, gives you a bill. You know, pick 6 of this chocolate, pick 6 of this orange juice, pick 6 of this whatever. You wrap it up, take it to the trailer, you go to the next one. Say that they give you 15 minutes to do that bill. If I knock it out in 5 minutes, those extra 10 minutes go into my bank. By the end of the day, I've already made 6 or 7 hours extra of pay.
Wow. Dope.
So I was making really, really good money. I mean, I was bringing home maybe about $1,100 every Thursday.
Dope.
And on top of getting my 30 or 35 hours extra for making that incentive money. So I was content, bro. I was content. So that was my job. What about yours?
I've had 2 really good jobs that I like. I worked a lot of places, but one of my favorites was I lived in San Diego in El Cajon, and I worked for one of the top 3 in the world spa companies. It was called Caldera Spa. We were ranked number 3, and I was proud to work there because I was actually placed on the design team, and we were the first to design fiber optics and sound systems for your spa. Well, people think it's a jacuzzi, but there's a difference between a spa.
Okay.
Spa is really made, and the jets are really placed on certain parts of like your body, like your back or whatever, for rehabilitation.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was on that team, and that back then it was in 2002. I was making $30 an hour after my probation.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I was making a nickel over $30.
Wow.
Yeah. So, okay. Question for, okay. No, this is I guess it's a threefold question. It says, what is your opinion on the work system? Gracias. I will be tuning in as always. I don't know. It's too vague, bro. Too broad of a question. What is your opinion on the work system?
It's just a manipulation. I feel a manipulation for you to just be in the workforce and generate that money that is forked up to, you know, your slave master, literally.
You know, when I first started working there, and I think I shared this with Norbert, or I'm not sure who I shared it with. I said, when I was being trained at Rouse, the guy was training me. He was getting ready to retire. He had been there 35 years. He was like close to 70, or if not already 70. And the sad part is that when he retired, the average length of time that people live is maybe about 2 years. I think he passed away 6 months after. And he had told me when he was training me, because he was getting ready to retire, he said, if you could find another job, he said, go find another job. He says, here, you'll never go broke. Wow. He said, you will never go broke. He says, you know, you could buy your house with this money. You could buy un carro del año, a brand new car. You could buy whatever you want. He said, but working here, you'll have no peace. Bro, and it was the truth.
You know who has one of the longest life expectancies? Beekeepers.
Bee?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's known from the frequency that's being emitted through the bees flapping their wings.
Wow.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, I never heard that.
Yeah.
But now, so I had...
my bad, bro.
No, it's
you know
cool.
how bees communicate? I was telling my daughter one time how bees communicate with each other, bro. Have you ever seen a beehive? How they it's like a wave they're doing. They flap their wing and all of a sudden it's like a fucking big ass wave and thing. So a bee will fly about 2 miles away to find a good fucking a good nectar spot in the flower batch, right? So it'll fly back to the hive and shit. And when it lands in the hive, they do a dance, bro. It's literally like a dance that they do. So and all the other they know the scout. They're called scout bees. And they'll go like this way, and all the other bees, homie, are following that bee. They're following this way, and they're going this way, and they're all doing that little dance and flapping their wings, right?
Okay.
And you know what they're doing? That one bee's doing? He's giving them the directions to that crop.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they find where they're supposed to go.
Wow.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. I didn't know that. But I forgot what I was going to tell you now.
My bad, bro.
No, it's all good.
My bad.
It's all good. I forgot what we were just talking about.
I was up in your business.
It's all good. Okay, let me see. Other than that, Alex, every once in a while, take off the tags, okay? Our names. Yeah. Okay, so then let's see. A question for Marv. In your opinion, how do you explain the shape of Saturn and its rings? Thank you for your time. Much love and respect. I mean, some of these questions, bro, are so big. Yeah. You can't answer in a nutshell, bro.
So if he's looking at the picture of Saturn and that's the rendering, the drawing, it's an artist depicted that the rings, perfectly round rings around a planet.
Right.
And he's believing that aspect that it's a planet that you can land on and there's actual fucking rings of asteroids flying around it. That's not true. Saturn is called Saturnalius. Look it up, Google it, research it. It's what they used to worship. It's a frequency dimension, a god, literally. It's actually a sex pedophilia god that they used to worship back in the days of Romans. It's not perfectly round fucking rings or none of that shit. It's energy and water up there. So he's thinking that it's like, perfectly round. How do you explain that?
Okay. Question for both. What's your favorite type of old school car from 90s and below?
You don't have one?
I think it was a 1965 Lincoln Continental, the one with the suicide doors.
Oh, that's bad.
I want one of those so bad,
fucking, the top comes out of the trunk?
Yeah. If you can have either or a hard top.
Yeah.
I would probably rather have a hard top.
Yeah.
And I like it so much because in the first movie, The Matrix, that's what they picked up Neo in.
Yeah.
And the suicide door. And I've seen some that are fucking immaculate, bro. And I'm like, I want one of those. So I want to say that one day before I die, brother, I'm going to have me one. So that's what I want. Only bring it out on certain days, not an everyday car, but certain days. But maybe a Regal from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like that. The G bodies are bad, but I like that Impala that we took a picture by. That brown one that your homie has, fucking bad. That's one of Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. And then that one that was at the car show that I posted, that purple caddy, with my boy right here. I don't know what year it is, but he has the whole inside was ostrich skin.
Wow.
That purple caddy. Nobody knew it. He spent over $25,000 on just the interior.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah, fucking bad.
That's dope. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Okay, and then somebody says, El sexy de Wilmas y el maravilloso. Thank you for that. Okay. Question for both. What are your thoughts on California's homelessness and prices of homes today? Okay, and what would be a solution to those problems? I wish I had the solution.
Yeah. It's all a system. It's all an agenda, the same thing. There's going to be even more homeless people within the next year. More, way more. Because the rich, there's not going to be no such thing as middle class. You're either going to be rich, have money, or you're going to be poor. No middle. People think, oh, I'm middle class. No, you're not. You're not. You don't have that much money. You might have even to have a couple of $100,000 in your bank account. It ain't nothing today in today's market. You know, they always use that form of gentrification where they raise prices within the value of the home and shit like that. And the only way you fuck up their system is if you paint your house like a hot pink or you do shit and it brings the property value down. But people don't know about none of that shit. They don't know about, you know, they don't a lot of stuff, you know. They don't know that you can only plant certain trees within your community. You know, they have to be okayed by the city. They don't know about that. There's so much shit. Right.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to. And plus, Marvelous, with everybody coming over, you know, right now, crossing the border.
A lot of people, yeah.
There's
and it isn't Rasa.
Yeah, like, exactly.
There's more of the Asian community that come in India that come over here.
Right.
You know, than anybody.
Right. It's sad because the first thing they want to say, Mexican, those Mexicans.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's not that, so.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Question for both of you. When are you going to host an event such as a meetup event or like a meet and greet and music and food so that we can all come together to link up, network, and build positive relationships with one another? I mean, that sounds, look, if we were getting invited to be somewhere, like let's just say at a To Live and Die in LA event, and we invite you to come tattoo, we get a booth, and I'd be there with you, it'll be something like that. Mm-hmm. But for me to do that right now, I really don't have the time. You know, I really don't have the time because, and again, I'm not going to say why I don't have the time, but I'm working on a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I would really have to plan it maybe months in advance. But I do know that there are people, because whenever I go, whether I go to Santa Maria, whether I go to Bakersfield, or whether I go to Denver, or wherever I may go, people always say, "Man, hit me up." We need to do something sometime, but it's got to be, you know, in time. Hopefully this year we'll try to do something. So, but thank you for that question. Respectfully for Marvelous, what's up with the channel? You're going to drop a show? I know you got a lot going on, so.
But I mean, it's the same answer, bro. I got a lot going on my plate right now. The same thing.
Believe me, when I talk to him, even though we may talk sometimes 2-3 times a day, sometimes no times during the day, he's always working, and our conversations are probably no more than a minute long. Mm-hmm. That's just the way it is. He's a very busy man. I respect his time. Okay, why doesn't Marvelous come out on Freaky Tales anymore? Because many times he's busy, just like he said, and many times I can't do Freaky Tales because I'm doing things. I haven't done Freaky Tales in 3 weeks. Obviously, sometimes I need family time, I need my time, and I need time for me to work. You know, so it's really hard sometimes, but it will happen. Just
not to mention that it's live. We don't just pre-record or just drop it on you.
It is live. Yeah, it is live. So, and a lot of dudes pre-record and then they put it up there and they say, "Oh, it's live." It's not live. Stop lying. Okay. Question for Tony: what's the best spot to go grub in Wilmington? Marvelous. Same question, but in East LA. Gracias. Cubo from Santana. Okay, let me say this. I grew up eating in Wilmington my whole life. I grew up, you know, my mom would cook Mexican food all day. Then I would go across the street with my boy Angel, and we used to go to his restaurant, and I would eat a green chili burrito or a shrimp cocktail. That's what I grew up eating, okay? I really didn't grow up in any other restaurants, even though I tried them all pretty much here. But when it's your own hood and you try them all, you try not to recommend so many because you're like, well, I know the sushi spot in Torrance. I know there's other spot, in Hermosa Beach, But if I had to, I'll say 2 spots, and I'm going to give my boy Angel a plug. Los Tres Cochinitos, probably the biggest restaurant in Wilmington. Cool atmosphere, dope Mexican music. Food is good. I have probably like 3 things. I like the shrimp cocktails. I like the green chili burritos, and I like the fajitas. Now, if you just want straight mariscos, then he's got another place in Wilmington called Al Cien. That's just mariscos there. You listen to Mexican music, or you can watch sports.
Hey, one more thing about Tres Cochinitos. They got like this really good breakfast that I had like at 3 a.m. the other day. It was really good. So
yeah. And the good thing is it's 24 hours. 24 hours. So I don't know too many 24-hour restaurants.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to go to like Jack and the Crack, hell yeah, Jack and the Crack. You can always go there. So what about you in Islos?
Man, I mean, everybody knows I'm gonna say King Taco, but certain King Tacos are known for certain things. So, and they used to be, I mean, they got bougie, or like not to throw shade on them, but the burritos used to be big, the tacos used to be packed, and now they got skimpy on like giving you salsa,
and the prices went up.
And the prices went up, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I recommend people to go to El Tapayac right there on Evergreen. That's an old school spot. If they want a traditional, a good ass burrito, like. Get that, or there's just different spots for different food. But there's a little taco family-owned business right there on Atlantic and Pomona Boulevard by Pet Boys. It's right in the parking lot, and they hook you up. They make the burritos like big, like they're not stingy with anything, and they're cheap.
There's a place, and I think it's downtown Whittier. It's like the old Whittier, I guess.
Yeah, Uptown.
I'm not sure what they call it. It just there's like a movie theater. Is there?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a new taco place in there, and I want us to go try it. It's called Tacos Desvelados. Look them up on Instagram. I think they have one. I'm trying to remember in Maywood, and they just opened one up in Whittier, and the food looks great. I had it over here in Maywood. I thought it was good, but it's only eat outside because the inside is still under construction after a fucking year. So the one in Whittier I want to try because you could eat inside, but the food is good.
All right.
So Tacos Desvelados, look them up on Instagram. For me, I like that. So, all right. I bet. Can you name a local? Can you name a local restaurant and or cafe that you support that is family owned, great service, and amazing coffee or food? I'm not gonna say amazing, because I haven't went to an amazing restaurant in years. Right. No, I take that back. I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Goto's. Took us to a restaurant. The bill was $1,300. It was the kind of restaurant, I think it was called Crustaceans or Crustaceans in Beverly Hills.
Seafood?
I think he told me it was like.
I'm just saying because that's what crustaceans are.
Okay, no, it is seafood. We did have seafood, but I'm trying to name the style that he named it.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but look it up. It's in Beverly Hills.
And how many people ate? And it was that much?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us.
5. All right.
5. That was with dessert, with espressos.
Have you ever ate in San Diego?
No.
There's a place called Donovan.
Okay.
Donovan. That's just like, bro, you have like 3 waiters waiting behind you at beck and call. Like it's the whole thing is wine cellar. Like my plate alone was maybe like 400 and something. Like I don't know. Yeah, they took me to go eat right there in time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he goes, I'm gonna order some for you. These were like $100 crabs.
Yeah.
They get it where they crack it themselves, and I don't like to do that.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. I should just take all that shit out or whatever and leave it in the shell. But it was still great. And then they ordered like noodles with like prawns on top of them.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Have you ever had caviar?
No, I have not.
Nah. Oyster?
Oh, I love oysters. Yeah.
You like that? Yeah.
I love all of that.
All right.
Well, I'm a seafood guy.
All right.
But I am more of a marisco, like Mexican style seafood type of guy. Like aguachiles, shrimps that are pretty much cooked in lemon.
Yeah.
I love ceviche. I love it all, bro. I love oysters, bro. There's a spot that I go to where they give you oysters with ceviche on top, and then we put aguachile sauce on top of it. It's fucking delicious. But so I thought that was kind of an amazing restaurant. We went to great desserts, But now It says, I want to focus more on shopping local to keep the money in the city and not to some corporation like Starbucks, McDonald's. These discern power small business. Was it discern powers? I don't know, but I mean, as far as local, bro, I'm just naming the restaurants, bro, that I just did. Los Tres Cochinitos en el Cien, bro.
If anybody, my bad. If anybody does have a business, a food business that they're doing, family owned, and they want to promote it, feel free to hit me up. I don't ask for anything. You know, I'll go ahead and give you a shout out. You know, if you're really trying to you know, help out your family, you know, and provide for the community. You know,
I get people that are, I guess, independent owners of their little, like if they sell micheladas, if they sell like baked goods. I'm trying to remember the guy that hooked me up that was there at when I took those books to go sell.
And that girl
right.
that does
Strawberry Letter.
Yeah, her. She gets down.
Yeah, shout out to her. She gave me a whole little package.
Yeah,
you know, but there was a guy there that was selling michelada mix. He gave me a package too.
Yeah.
But they were on my last page. I haven't found him, but I found her. And so shout out to them. Those people. And there's another one. I think it's called Las Comadres. They do coffee and like churros and stuff like that. And I promote them, bro.
Yeah.
I don't charge anybody. But my thing is this. Just be careful with your approach with me. Because I've had fools like, hey, fool, you're going to promote my shit? You already fucking tore your draws with me.
Not now.
Not now.
Yeah.
Approach is everything, bro.
I always tell my daughter, we go eat everywhere, and I tell her, look at me, huh? It takes a fucking minute, a second for that waiter to lose his tip.
Yeah.
You know, by the whole way he conducts himself, you know?
Yeah. The last bad service was like 2 weeks ago. Somebody said, I didn't leave him a tip, you know? And he goes, you're not going to leave a tip? And I go, yeah, don't bet on the Lakers. That was my tip.
Damn.
Okay. By the way, we got swept. Okay. So anyways, question for Senor Marv. Have you seen the latest photos of the Mayan superhighways uncovered by LIDAR technology or LIDAR technology?
LIDAR. No.
LIDAR. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus many other structures hidden in the jungles.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's talking about highway, but I've seen everything that they've done with the LIDAR, how they even find.
Okay. It says super highways. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Mayan
Like,
train.
yeah.
Okay. For people that may not know what we're talking about, can you kind of like fill us in a little bit?
So LIDAR is a form of like radar. They scan the jungle like from a helicopter or a plane.
Okay.
And they see any like what's that word I'm looking for? Anything out of the ordinary or like things that look similar and or that could look like a pyramid, because that's how they found like a lot of the pyramids that were covered by the canvas of the jungle. It's it's not radar, but it's called LIDAR. So
it's like a new radar type of deal.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Because he says, I thought it was pretty cool. Makes you wonder what else is hidden down there. So obviously that's what you're talking about.
You know, it's a trip is that people can go buy, if anybody has copper wiring or like a copper cable. This is how you can find like a lot of shit. You can find gold. You can find it's an old way of finding like even bones is you hold the two copper things and wherever like you go, you could walk forward or whatever, and when they start to gravitate towards each other, and X that's where the term X marks the spot. And you start digging right there. People find gold like that still.
No shit. Okay. Let's see. What else? All right. Let's say question for both. Do y'all have any favorite Van Damme movies? If so, what are they? Mine's are Cyborg, 1989, and Hard Target, 1993.
Damn.
If you haven't seen them, you should check them out. Okay. I became a fan of Van Damme for one movie. And a lot of people have never seen this movie that claim to be Van Damme fans. No Retreat, No Surrender.
I was going to say Time Cop.
Okay, but I'm going to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Okay. No Retreat, No Surrender. I think he might even be a teenager or early 20s.
Damn.
But he actually plays a Russian.
Oh, right.
And it's actually a pretty good, like a Karate Kid style of movie.
Yeah.
So that's how I first heard of Van Damme. And he was like, he was a phenom, bro. Like he could do the splits on fucking the boxing ring ropes.
That's how NORBERT used to talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or sometimes with both of his legs behind his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Get it.
yeah. But now, Time Cop. I remember. I think it was late '80s when that movie came out.
Was it?
Or maybe
Probably.
'90.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know how they give you previews before the main event, before the main movie comes out.
Uh-huh.
This motherfucker, he gets somebody shooting at him, and he's wearing like almost like short ass booty shorts,
Yeah.
and he jumps on the counter, does the splits to
Yeah.
dodge bullets.
Yeah, yeah.
What guy does the splits to dodge bullets?
Fuck, I don't know,
Bro,
man.
I remember when he did that, the whole fucking theater laughed, bro.
Yeah.
It was comedy.
Uh-huh.
And then to see Norbert do that here, I just like,
Get it.
yeah, he drops $1 and then he does the splits
Get it.
just to get back up. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. So do you got a favorite one other than Time Cop?
Bloodsport, because I actually met them while I was learning my martial arts. Yeah. So
Okay,
it was dope right after
USA.
the movie. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about that experience.
It was the best like time of my life. You know,
Really?
I wanted to be the best martial artist ever, bro. Like I really had that in my fucking head, like, you know. And it was dope later on in life, getting sponsored and traveling and fighting, and you know, not even to be both, but man, I won every fucking every tournament I competed in. All first place trophies, bro. Medals, gold medal at the Junior Olympics, 2 silver medals at the Junior Olympics, bronze. All man, I had a bunch of shit. It was
Wow.
beautiful.
So, I mean, but how was it meeting Van Damme?
It was
like, what did you meet him at?
It was just like a handshake and shit.
No, but, like,
and
walk us through.
And the white, I forgot his name. The white dude. They came to the dojo right there in North Hollywood.
Oh,
when we were
okay.
training. Yeah. Later on, I trained at the one that what's his name? Danny Russo. What's his name? Russo.
The Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid
Yeah.
trained at right there in Lancashire.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was a Taekwondo studio that I trained at.
Wow.
But that was dope too. I mean, you get, you know, starstruck, bro. Like you're meeting these
Right.
fucking like, whoa, like they're like not God to you, but it's like, damn, this fucking somebody, you know?
You know who, one guy, okay, his movies were dope
Steven Seagal.
in the beginning.
His fucking panza. and
Yeah,
shit,
when he was skinny.
yeah.
Bro, I seen videos of him recently. This motherfucker wearing
That
a wig.
dude is, yeah,
He's
man.
like the martial arts Elvis.
And he hates on everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, he don't like Van Damme. He don't like nobody, bro.
Everybody, bro. And this guy fucking, they have 3 guys running to him. He just like,
Yeah.
he flips them.
Yeah.
He flips them. He slaps them. I'm like, come on, bro. That's
Yeah.
acting now.
Yeah.
That's acting. It's like me walking up to you, you just slap me down.
Yeah.
And then Norbert runs up to you, kick him in the stomach. Alex comes over,
Yeah.
over here, you get his leg, you toss
And
him.
the way he runs like Norby's, like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
No,
So-
but for those that want to know, his martial art is called hapkido, and they use other people's weight against them, or to leverage their like say you throw your fist at them, then you will use his weight against him.
Oh, well.
But yeah, hapkido's pretty bad, you know, when you do know it.
But you never did the splits to dodge bullets, right?
I used to do the splits, bro. Yeah.
To dodge bullets?
Oh, hell no. Nah, fuck no. And I never used none of that. People ask you, hey, did you use that when you used to get down or your enemies? Like, nah, you don't use none of that
So if
shit.
somebody swings at you, you're not going to do the splits and
No,
go down?
fuck no.
Oh, okay.
I'm swinging right back.
I seen you swing.
Yeah.
Okay, question for Danny. Where would you say the Muslims descent from? Which tribe of the 12 nations? Thank you.
Ishmael.
Okay. Ishmael, a lot of people may not know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sarai, or what people say in English, Sarah, was Abraham's wife. She couldn't bear children, so they got, I believe, an Egyptian maidservant named Hagar. Is that who you're saying? And Hagar gave birth to Ishmael. Are you saying that's what the descendants are from? Okay. I agree with that.
Somebody asked me recently about how come they have like exaggerated lifespan. What do you think about that, bro? How they used to live like 100 and something years, 300 years.
Well, in the book of Leviticus, okay, going back to that, we're told what to eat, what not to eat, bro.
Right.
And there's a reason for that.
Right.
In the Bible, the God was very clear that these things can kill you.
Yeah.
I think you had people that listened. Mm-hmm. They lived longer.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would kind of like say is what it is, bro.
Okay, big question now.
Okay.
What do you think about the whole aspect of having multiple wives?
Okay. I'm gonna explain it like this. Everybody likes to say, well, look, in the Bible, it says, that King David had this many wives. People say that his son Solomon had all of these wives.
Over 200.
Okay. Now, I want to say something that God saw Solomon as a very special person. I'll give you an example why I say that. Because God even had a name for him that he only called him. He didn't call him Solomon, Jedida. Okay, that's what he called him. But he also told him about those women that he was with. And the reason why he warned them about those women, because God told them, because those women will lead your heart from me. And it was true. Now, I know this is not the question that you asked me, but I will get to that question by saying this. In the scriptures, whether people want to believe it or not, in the scriptures, whether in the old or the new, there's never any hint that King Solomon made it to heaven. Now, I really want you to think about that,
Right.
if you care to speak on that.
Yeah.
Because what God warned them about those women, because eventually, come on, bro, he built temples and for those women's gods. Me personally, one is enough. I don't believe that God ever okayed these men to say, I'm giving you guys multiple wives. I don't believe that. I believe that these men made these decisions on their own.
But scripture does say you were allowed to have concubine.
Okay, but who did he give that to, though? I mean, because in the New Testament, we don't have any of that. Well, I think I'm not going to say I think. Let me rephrase that.
So where was it in the Old Testament?
It was in the Old Testament.
So you're dividing the Bible then?
No, I'm not. Let me explain.
Okay, good.
Let me explain.
Tell me.
Because there are 12 moral commandments, and I believe there's 613 other commandments
right.
total.
Right.
Okay. The reason why no man could ever fulfill all of those commandments, because many of those commandments were given to women. Some commands were given to how to make food, so how to make clothes. Some were for kings, some were for priests. Okay. I don't believe that whole concubine thing was for everyone.
Well, it wasn't for everybody. It was for the Hebrews. But say you are able to have concubine when your woman says she's on her menstrual cycle,
right? Or
maybe if you wanted to have your seed and you wanted to have children, then you are able to spread your seed. But say you were able to have multiple wives, would it be better for a woman to pick the wife then, to bring the woman into the household, or would I'm gonna go get my wife? Wouldn't the women have to come in agreement, like, okay, we accept her? She is righteous. She is going to uphold the law and respect you as a man.
There is certain examples of both, where the man went and sought the woman,
right,
brought her home, and then there was times where the wife told the husband, "Here's my maidservant," and the man slept with her because she was barren; she couldn't have children. Me personally, I guess, are we going like, is it okay to do that today? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I mean, say that the law still stands, right? Another one would be, if you pass away, is your brother allowed to lay with your wife?
No. And I don't remember quite the scripture, but Jesus actually answered that question. Now, I want to say it was 1 Timothy, and I don't want to get on my phone and Google it. But Paul made it very, very clear to young Timothy that he is to be the husband of one wife. And that was made very, very clear. So that's where I say one is enough.
Okay.
So, but you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. That's a great discussion, bro. I'm glad we brought that up. Okay. First, my respects. Okay. Okay, here it is. Oh, shoot. I didn't get the full question. Okay. First, I would like to send my respect and love to both of you guys from San Diego. I would like to ask if Marvelous can touch more on the subject of Nipsey being a Freemason, or guide a way to research it.
So most of the majority of when you become, and this is a real influencer on the masses, like you want to get into music or whatever. There's a lot of musicians out here, but not everybody is going to get an invite to a special party,
right?
Or but when you do become that one, you are gonna see things. You are gonna get. I was just talking about that earlier. You're gonna get a certain invitation. You're gonna see. They want to see how far you can go or how far you're willing to go. You know, and all while being manipulated. A lot of Masons believe that, oh, you know, we're for the betterment of the people and the enlightenment or whatever. But when you get up towards closer to that 33 degree, you are shown who you are worshiping. Who you will give your energy to is Polarius, who they worship Lucifer. It's also another term of Lucifer. And they call him the morning star, you know, and that's who they worship. You know, right. And so a lot of them don't know that at that point. But yeah, he was in I want to say the beginning stages of a Mason, but a lot of them don't realize either. You're subject to sacrifice. You know,
you are.
There's another one going through his ritual, and he has the ability to sacrifice and move his way up. It's gonna happen with you, or you fuck up and you make a wrong move, you will get got. Yeah. Also, there is a thing where they do. It's called a public shaming. If you don't go through with one of your duties, you have to go through another ritual. It's called a public shaming, where a lot of things could happen. They said that the Will Smith thing was part of it, where he had to go through his shit. He didn't go through with something that they were supposed to do, him and her, and he had to do that public shaming shit where they shamed him or whatever the fuck. But the whole raising, I mean, and this ain't even to like get it off topic or nothing, but the whole thing with his son, you know, his son is whatever now or whatever. But you look at the whole ritual thing of every fucking interview that they had and him fucking like literally macking down his son. Like he's literally almost sticking his tongue down his son's throat. Like, do you kiss your kids like that? Nah, fuck no. You look at look up every interview or interview. You could type in Will Smith kissing son. There's almost every interview that they had. He makes it a point that he kisses his son. I
mean, I don't know if this was a white thing or a Mason thing, but Tom Brady, every time he won the Super Bowl, he'd kiss the fucking owner in the lips in front of everybody celebrating. And I'm thinking, bro, like, come on, dude. Like, I don't know, but I mean, some fucking dudes tongue kiss their dog. So,
damn.
Okay. Anyways, question for Tony Marvelous. If you won $100,000 in California lottery, scratch your ticket, who would you tell first? And who would you spend or invest the blessings from the universe? So you won $100,000. What is the first thing you do?
The first person I'm gonna tell is probably my daughter.
Okay.
My daughter. And then I would invest in them in something or a home for them, you know, and something that they wanted to do with themselves, you know.
First thing that I would do, I would bless, obviously tell my immediate family. Right. I would get them together and tell them what I want, even if it's just 100,000. But I would bless each one of them according to their ability. For an example, say I have a son that I knew wasn't trustworthy, especially with money. I would have to ask for wisdom on how much to actually give him. Because say I give him 25,000, that money can probably ruin him, bro. It'll probably ruin him. So I would have to be very careful how I bless them and sow into their lives. But that money, I'm giving it to them so that it could be multiplied for them. Yeah. Not just to go spend on fucking Louis Vuitton belts. You know, but how can you multiply this to provide for your family now? Okay. Then with a little money I have left over, I always wanted to do this. I want to open up a learning center. Whether it looks like a library or not, we could show footage, where we could play movies of real history. People can buy or check out good books, invite speakers, but teach them not only the history of our culture, but just history in general, where people can really educate themselves and learn, you know, and pass that along to the next generation. Because look what's being passed around today to this generation. It's all bullshit. So if people like me and you don't ever speak up and say things, you know, then who is? Because most podcasters today are just into fucking chisme. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. The grimier the question, the better the views. Fuck your views. Yeah.
That's crazy you brought that up, because I didn't want to talk about it or like kind of promote what I want to do, but it is in my
it's a plan in your future.
Yeah, it's a plan in my future. At the beginning of the year, I wanted to get you know, fathers and if they have sons or whatever, or even if a kid doesn't even have a dad, if he just has a role model or a cousin or an older cousin he wants to bring with them, and take them to the mountains, bro, and teach them, stuff that we should know, within our cultura. Well, whether it's to start a fire or like how to hunt or stuff, or how to make weaponry, stuff like that, and and
something educational.
Get back to our roots, yeah.
Yeah, something educational.
Yeah.
Because I had brothers that taught me things. My father taught me things. My mother taught me things. Mm-hmm. But growing up, the homies taught me different things in the neighborhood.
Right.
And it was always on things like how to conduct yourself as a man.
Right.
Today, we are teaching, especially young kids, how to conduct themselves as women.
Yeah.
Just look at, for an example, and I want you guys to look this up. And Alex, if you can look it up as well, maybe bring up the picture of that guy. There's a guy, I believe he's from the UK. That's who Target, the store, Target got for their Pride clothes. And this guy's a well-known Satanist. He's a well-known Satanist, and he's actually on Instagram. And if you guys want his Instagram, I can actually look it up and send it to you through the DM. This guy has things on, like he sells pins, Hail Satan, Hail this, Hail that. And he's a whole part of that LGBTQ, the Alphabet Mafia. But that's who Target got for their line of clothing, for bathing suits where you could tuck your cock in or whatever. Like, it's all bullshit, bro. Target got together with a Satanist. Okay? And now, since they're receiving backlash, they're going to remove some of the stuff off, but they're going to have the other stuff there. So the color for clothes, they'll say it's for boys, for girls. It's identical, bro. Mm-hmm. It's identical.
Yeah.
So when you're ready, bring up that dude's, he's on Instagram. He goes by a weird fucking name. But yeah, they hired, this guy's a well-known Satanist, bro. And he's got like the Baphomet. He's got what do you call it? Pins like for sale, for the next generation. They're actually targeting the kids.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing. And you guys can Google it. Everything I'm telling you is public knowledge. Okay. It's not like I got somebody that works for the fucking White House and sends me shit. No. I just look it up just like you guys. Okay. Hey, Tony, can you ask Marv why Rasa is the number one target? Wow. For other race to pick and talk their masa on us, the way he spelled it. Like that Hoto 100. I guess he's talking about WAC 100. And say, hey, Tony, once again, can you ask Marv why Rasa is the number one target for the race to pick on or talk about?
You know what? I don't think. I think the Raza are our people. Just say that dude whack, right? He has a reckless mouth. He needs to check himself. Don't judge every so-called black person for his ignorant. Like say, oh, they are talking about it. No, it's that one dude. He should be held accountable. Not everybody. I got a gang of black homies, and they got nothing but love for the Raza.
Yeah.
I tattoo a gang of black homie. I just came from San Diego. I tatted up a good ass homie of mine. But we need to stop. That's how we keep on getting more separated by judging one person as a whole genre of people, and it's not. It isn't like that. I don't know if we're the ones that we get picked on all the time, but that what's shown on the news, like happening to our the señoras that are selling tamales and elotes and all that. Yeah, we need to back our people up, and that's why I say when I talked about barrios and shit, like we gotta really protect our people that are from barrios, like whatever city you live in, whatever barrio you claim, hey, protect the fucking elote lady, the paleta man. Protect them, man. Instead of robbing them and say, hey, give me a discount. You're selling this in my barrio. Yeah. Like, nah, homie, like hook him up with some extra change that you got. He's struggling, homie. He probably just got here. He probably sending feria back to the familia, to get here. So help protect them. Hey, if anything ever happens to you, somebody ever tries to get at you, I'm a phone call away. This is where I live. You can always come here.
Right.
Right. People don't do that. We're always like, people will come to me, get tatted, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're not gonna give me the homie discount?" Like, hey, homie, like I got 10 kids, homie. Like I'm literally in their life. Like I feed my babies, you know. Like that's actually like, okay, let me take the food that I'm gonna get for my kids and let me give it to you because you're the homie. Like,
right.
You know, we should be hooking each other up. You know,
right. You know, but Marvelous, look it. We know that WAC is controversial.
Right.
He says controversial things.
Yeah.
If you're going to get on the phone with him, why are you surprised at the things that he says?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like I'll give an example. The one guy tagged me, "Hey, did you hear what he said about us?" Mm-hmm. Well, he was talking to that girl. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even hear the conversation, bro, because let me tell you something. There are certain things that I don't allow my ears to hear, bro. Mm-hmm. And when you talk about energy, bro, you are allowing energy into your life, into your system, bro. Mm-hmm. And it could do something to you. Mm-hmm. So I don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and many of us need to stop acting on impulse and want to go kill a motherfucker because he said the word taco or something.
He's creating his own demise anyways. You know, his reckless mouth, you know, he can't even go nowhere. Everybody wants to beat him up, let alone do more shit to him. You know what I mean? And he's digging his own grave. You know, it ain't no thing. A lot of people call him on the internet. That's just clout chasing too, homie. For you to say, "Oh, we gotta catch the fade," like, shut the fuck up with all that shit.
You know, Marvelous. Say that you were invited to be on that whatever that phone call show. I don't even know what the hell the name of it is. Mm-hmm. You go in there and you talk to him, and if he says something reckless to you. Mm-hmm. You already knew that there's a possibility that he's going to say something like that.
Yeah.
So you can, as a person, walk away and say, "Can you believe he's fucking said that?"
Right.
No, we knew
that
there's always a possibility of it.
And there's no reason for anybody, you know, that's for a certain, you know, to talk like whatever the fuck they talk about, whether it's cheeseman or whatever. There's no reason for us to be on that platform anyways.
There's no reason.
You know, no reason.
Anyways, did you guys find anything? Okay, pull it up right now. Is this the guy? Because if not, Norbert, I could probably send you his page from Instagram.
No,
you got it? Okay.
We got it.
That's him. And that's good right there. That's him. I know he goes by a weird name. Okay, but if you guys want his page, I'll send you his page on Instagram, and you guys can look it up yourselves. But yeah. As of right now, that's him, and that's the Satanist guy from the UK that Target hired to do their Pride clothing line. And on his page, he sells satanic things. You know, now of course he tries to make them look fun. Like for an example, what does that say? Satan respects pronouns. That's the he, she, the whatever. Okay, so that's that. So. Okay, we found it. Let's go to the next one. Let me see. All right, Tony and Marvelous. When you have time, look up Marriage Helper channel on YouTube. Then they will help you work on your pies, which is physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual, and become the best you have. That was it. I mean, I'm not going to knock that channel because I don't know what it is. But if I want it to be the best I can be, and I'm being sarcastic, I'll buy fucking Joe Osteen's book, you know, I Am, where he tells you have to look in the mirror and say, I am great. I am fabulous. I am this. I am that. So, but I'll check it out. I'll look into it. I'm not just going to mock it because I don't know what it is. Hey, Marvelous, do you have love?
What is it?
Hey, Marvelous, do you have love for Northern Rasa? Asking because I know you are from the South. At the end of the day, we are all Raza. Please let me know what you feel about Norteños. Gracias. Well, we're just mentioning there's two different things.
Right.
Northern Raza. That's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, there's no dividing line. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna get into politics, but there's no dividing line when it comes to our bloodline. You know,
yeah,
they're the other side of the coin. They're the same people as us. You know,
right?
So
right.
I mean, I don't say them and us. Like, if I go up north or visit somebody or whatever, and I see home, they're home. They may talk a little bit different, or you know, have braids or whatever it is. You know what I mean? They're still Raza. You know,
right.
They still have familia in Mexico. Like, you know,
right. Okay. Two questions for Tony. I've heard you say the Doors are your favorite band, and your favorite song from them is Crystal Ship. Is your favorite song? Yeah, and from them, if I'm correct, what would be 3 more of your favorite bands and favorite song from the band? Okay, let me read that. Okay, you said your favorite. Okay, yes, I did say that Doors are one of my favorite, or if not my favorite, rock bands. Favorite songs, Crystal Ship. And then I said, if I'm correct, what would be 3 more of your favorite bands? I would, and this is not an order. I would say Kiss. Yes.
Floyd.
No. Kiss, obviously. Doors, Kiss. I would probably say Black Sabbath because Ozzy was great when he was with them. And AC/DC. AC/DC.
Did you ever see that movie with Kiss, the band, at Magic Mountain?
No, I did not, bro.
Oh, that's a bad movie.
Was that pretty good?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So, okay, and then it says, also for Marvelous, I heard some people at work today say we don't speak Spanish. We speak Castanelo, a form of Spanish. What are your thoughts? Have you heard of that?
No, I never heard of what he's talking about, but I mean,
Castanelo, maybe it's a different Spanish dialect. I don't know. I've never heard of it, bro.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know what to say about that.
All right, cool. And then that was pretty much it for the questions. Alex, can you bring me those 2 beers, please, and the rest of the stuff that I've asked you, por favor? I'm gonna drink a beer. You want a Corona, bro?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Tony.
Okay.
Thank you.
I rarely ever drink Corona, but today I went to the market and I just said, why not? So I'm gonna try a Corona and then oh shit.
Marvelous likes those bookies.
Hey Norbert, you know what? Can you bring me another cup, please? A plastic cup, because I know he's gonna have his hands full right there, and we're gonna take some calls. So let me see. I want to thank first and foremost everybody on the live chat. Norbert, do we have any type of super chats? If not, you want to do them now, Alex, or you want to do them after? Alex, do them? Okay, go ahead, Norbert. Thank you.
All right, so
Thank you.
what's up, everybody? Let's get it going. Enrique Ledesma dropped 199. Look up Dr. Money and the lives he destroyed.
Okay.
Angry emojis.
Okay, we're gonna definitely look that up. So,
I got some good intel on that one whenever we're ready.
yeah, go for it.
Okay, so let me get my notes. All right, so let's start off first. He was a New Zealand American psychologist, sexologist, and a professor at Johns Hopkins University. He was known for his research in human sexual behavior and gender. He was one of the first researchers to publish the theories on the influence of societal construct of gender and individual formation of gender identity. Money also introduced the term gender role and sexual orientation and popularized the terms gender identity and paraphilia.
All right.
So he pretty much is the one that started the whole role of assigning genders. He goes on to say that maybe it's not really a free choice, meaning that somebody didn't choose to be gay. He's the one that wrote that people are born gay.
They're not born gay, but it comes another thing when they're fucking introducing a chemical like atrazine into the water filtration system.
Yeah.
And that removes the testosterone from men, making them more feminine, and the estrogen from women, making them more manly. So now it's a chemical-based system that they have on us, you know.
And that was actually part of his theory. It was actually that chemical that he was suggesting was the part that makes people, you could say born. That's what he wanted to say, and he was the first one to start the first gender. What's it called? He was the first one that did sex reassignment on a child.
Damn.
That child's name was David Raymer. He did later on in life he did say that he was sexually abused. He was made to do sexual acts with his brother. David Raymer did die from suicide at 38. And his brother died after from an overdose at 36.
So not only did he fucking ruin life, but he ruined his own life.
Yes. So he pretty much everything that we see now is just I guess what would you call it, the something child of it, of his theories, of his research. So he pretty much everything you're seeing now that I guess the trans community is going for, and what every Democrat is like supporting and pushing.
So this is the foundation of it, pretty much.
This is the foundation. This is where they started it all.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, he did ruin a lot of lives. And still is. Moises Carrera dropped $10 as a lifelong Dodger fan. I am no longer supporting this team. You don't mock God. Please, I would like to know your guys' opinion on this. Did they forget what happened in Brazil?
I'm not sure what happened in Brazil. Maybe you can help me out with that.
I think some of that celebration Carnival, where they were doing the whole satanic
You're right.
floats, and then they got flooded, and then lightning hit Jesus.
Yeah. Well, the statue of supposedly Jesus. It didn't hit Jesus, but I know what you mean. Yeah, like.
Okay, Victor Aguilar dropped $5. Un saludo para Tony y Daniel 100, and to all the guys behind the scenes as well. Thank you. Y'all always put it down for the Rasa 100.
That's right.
Muscle flex. Hands on. Thank you, Hands on, you for becoming a member and a supporter of Roadium.
Thank you.
So how can angels breed with humans if they're different species?
You want to touch on that?
So they're not. It's not a species. Like, it's energy. They're energy based. So it's not like a. I don't know how he's thinking, like a species.
Alex, I'm trying to connect to the Roadcaster and it is not letting me, bro.
That's not on.
You guys have that shit off?
From what we saw right now, yeah.
Mamones.
Fired.
It was off. We didn't turn it off.
The automatic connect, remember?
See all that taco ball sauce.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, where were we? Okay. Man, they had wieners, man. Angels had wieners. They weren't any special because they have a name like angels. I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right, big. That's my opinion, though. Big E dropped $5. Cuvo, 2 questions. What are you guys' opinion on the military? Is it good or used to program us? And when you guys pass away, y'all think y'all gonna be forgiven?
That's two questions, right?
Yeah. Okay. What are you guys' thoughts on military? Is it used to program us? And then the second question would be, when you guys pass away, y'all think y'all gonna be forgiven?
Okay, answer the first one.
Okay,
then.
the military one, bro. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't know, bro, because I have a daughter in the military and she seems to be doing fine. So if there's any other agenda, I don't know as far as the military. But I will say this: that there was another female that just passed away, the same one where Vanessa Guillen was.
Yeah.
She just another one.
Yeah,
that's another one. So if there's things going on behind closed doors, then maybe I should look into it more. But I can't answer that because I don't know, bro. So I'm not going to give you an answer for somebody that was on a subject I haven't educated myself on.
Right.
Go ahead.
Military. The good part about the military, they teach you discipline. I believe in that part. I believe in it's good in a way that you get to retire early, and it puts you in a better status, as being a citizen and owning a home and shit like that from the beginning stages of it. But with all the war shit, that's all propaganda for our kids to go and fight or go and invade another land under false pretenses. It's a big manipulation to our kids, and especially for all the military personnel to go have to get that thing. I'm not gonna say, but you know what? That's all bullshit. They shouldn't have to get that.
Yeah.
Yep. They use us, but they don't like us.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. But as far as the Dodger question, we already covered that, bro. So he must have asked that before we touched on the topic.
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus Espinosa dropped $199. Manden saludos pa Michoacán Valley.
Michoacan Valley. What's good, bro?
94 M 199. Space must exist if there's other planets, right?
Wrong.
Okay.
Gilligan Slayer dropped $2. I thought Marvelous was alkaline vegan.
Who told you that?
That's what he said.
What? Oh, okay.
Marvelous.
No, I mean, I got nothing to say. Like I said, I don't. I mean, I share a lot of what I know. You know, what I've studied on, and what I know to be a fact. But it's hard, you know, to live like that. You know, I love eating asada. You know, I love, you know, our food that we have. So I mean,
But
it's
did
hard,
you ever
but-
say you were an alkaline vegan?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if I could, you know, get the better water in a glass bottle, heck yeah, I'm gonna buy that. If I could eat a bomb ass salad, I am gonna get that. You know, I do shop at the supermarket. I do only get from the organic section. You know, I don't buy all that other extra shit.
Sarah, eat your spinach. All right, let's go. Hip Hop Jedi, thank you for gifting a membership to somebody in the live chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shout out to Jaden for becoming a new member. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Eric Auk dropped $4.99. You mean Castellano, Tony? And saludos, pal, Marvelous.
Castellano, I'm pretty sure that's the way you pronounce it, bro. I wasn't sure. Have you heard of that language?
What is it?
Castellano. That's what he said.
No.
And I've never heard of it either.
I thought
bro.
that was the last name. R6 Life dropped $5. Message was retracted. Chargers 420, hey, 199. Why are they pushing Scientology so hard?
They are.
Well, you know, anything that's a fucking lie is going to get pushed hard. Okay, anything.
That's what she said.
These motherfuckers over here thinking that they're going to go to a Scientology church and sit next to fucking Tom Cruise.
Hey,
Okay, so they're using these John Travolta motherfuckers, you know, to go to the fucking church. They take your money and then you take your fucking captive. And before you know it, you're mentally incarcerated, all because of Tom Cruise and John Travolta.
in high school, I actually went to one of their plays.
I don't give a fuck if
they
they're there or
were-
not.
they were celebrities
But they were
there.
using them. They were using them. They were using their names. So, anyways,
All right. Fire 100K, Sun 100K, drop $2. Tony Wizard, will you ever have Big Locote?
Big Locote.
Or Big Lacote? I don't know.
I'm not sure, bro. You know what, bro? I gotta stop saying I never heard of you because people take that offensive. But if I didn't, I'm not gonna sit here like, oh yeah, and then he sends me back. Oh, they just made up that name. Okay, but no disrespect, honestly, bro. If you are his fan and you want to see him on here, hit me on the DM or hit me in the email, the roadiumradio@gmail.com. Send me his stuff and we'll work it out, bro. Obviously, if it, you know, you're a fan, you want to see him, and let's make it happen. So,
All right. So R6 Life dropped $5. To Marvelous, where can I find out more about the Aztecs and the Perepucha War? From what I heard, the Aztecs could not conquer the Purepechas.
Hit me up on my DM, Marvelous Inc. _tattoos.
Yeah, both of them great tribes, by the way. Wendy Gonzalez dropped $5. Hey guys, when's the Taco Bell party? Saludos, guys. Hey, for real, huh?
well,
Never.
we're still gonna get a member.
And February.
No, like we're gonna get certain members to wine and dine Norbert at Taco Bell.
I got you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that and film it.
Let's go.
All good.
And that's gonna be all of them.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead. Put up the number. Let's start taking the calls.
Put up a number.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna take me a fucking shot. I got a long day tomorrow, so. Okay, you guys. Gotta take the edge off. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's go. It's on like Donkey Kong.
If it's on, motherfucker, then it's on, G.
Yes. Okay. Caller, call back. All right. That was my DJ voice.
Okay, bueno.
Yeah, after 12 o'clock. Caller. Caller, your name and where you calling from and what do you identify as?
Hello, Tony. What's up, Marvelous? This is Brad Pipple. I identify as a teenage. No, wait. No, I identify as a CALI double cheeseburger, all the pickles, extra onion, in between two sesame seed and scante bun.
All good.
What up, homie?
But what's up, Marvelous? Hey, first I gotta say I was out hunting today in Wakanda, and I knew that there was an LA fool close by. I saw the big brown eagle. I'm like, oh, that's an LA fool.
Yeah.
Then I saw that I saw the sign that an I fool was close by because I saw the bird known as the swallow.
Oh.
But anyways, I want to just recommend something to you guys. Well, to everyone listening, just a YouTube channel, and I know Marvelous is busy tattooing, so he can't read and at the same time and tattoo. But Robert Sepper, Sepper, and he's a famous anthropologist on YouTube, and he covers a lot of South American history that's hard to find, that's hidden from the Smithsonian. So that dude, and one more thing, wanted your guys' opinion on was the quote from Genghis Khan, and it has to deal with how Marvelous talks about curses with the bloodline. When Genghis Khan has said to some of the people that he conquered that the quote is, "I am the punishment of God sent to you, for if you had not sinned, he will not have sent me upon you." So I just wanted to get some feedback on the quote was something like that, but basically just saying that he was a punishment from God.
Yeah.
Or if you had not sinned.
All right, go ahead, Marvelous.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, that quote I find it to be 1,000% true, bro. That quote is actually in that movie. Michael J. White. What is it? White? Michael J. White.
What movie?
It's called Bones or Bone.
No me recuerdo.
Where he's a fighter. What's his name's in it? That one about the homeboy that died. He was a street fighter, a backyard fighter. Was it? He had a heart attack.
Kimbo Slice?
Yeah, him. Kimbo Slice and Michael J. White. Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a movie.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad movie though.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I find that to be 1,000% true. That's the curse that's in our bloodline. Everything that is accounted for, all the karma.
All good, Brad.
And one more other thing on nutritional advice. I just recommend coconut oil. Stop cooking with masola or any other seed. Coconut oil is healthier, and if you're gonna eat spinach, well, you should cook it first because it's less poisonous than if you eat it raw. So if you cook it, spinach is actually healthier. It's something based off its own survival mechanism. But that's it. Thank you for taking my call.
All good, my bro.
Thank you, homie.
May the force be with you. All right, let's go. Who's the next caller? Call in. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Caller. They just hung up. Why the fuck you do that for? Anyways, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, hello. My name is Victor from Huntsville, Alabama.
What's good, Victor from Alabama?
I had a dual question for both of y'all. What's a piece of advice or for that you could give to a youngster, or how do you think someone, a young person, should conduct themselves?
Go first.
I mean, that's such a broad question. How do you conduct yourself? I know my answer will probably be different from Marvelous, but I'm going to say this. I'm teaching my grandkids right now how to conduct themselves since they've been born. Like men, okay? Children are going to make mistakes, but as parents, we are there to help them and correct them and love them and teach them and point them the way to go, okay? So for me, depending on how old the youngster is, because he could be a teenager, somebody drops him on your lap, can you help out my son? He could have already have been set in his ways, so it's going to take a little bit more work. But when you're raising a son, it's a little bit different because now you have, if you will, he has your guidance because you're with him either 24/7 or you wake up to him, you put him to sleep, and he sees you, and you are the best example that they're ever going to have. For an example, like when I shave, they'll come and they'll put on shaving cream, just like me. You know what I'm saying? They'll see me do push-ups, and they'll want to do that. I am their best example as of right now, you know, even though they have their father, and their father's very instrumental in their lives, but they live with me. So that's how I would do it. And of course, when they get older, like today, we started talking about a dog. So I started teaching them the responsibility of a dog. The dog needs shots. Why? Why, Grandpa? Because he can get sick. Okay, we need to feed him. Are you going to walk him? You're going to take care of him? I start showing them a little bit more responsibility. So now they're growing into, they're young men, but they're growing into going to be good men, because you got to have a good man to raise them and to show them and pretty much point them the way. That's the best example that I can give you because I'm living that right now. Marvelous.
I think you're 1,000% on point, Tony. But I think a lot too has to do with being an example, not only to your kids but to other people's kids. Because when I was growing up, you know, my dad was in prison most of the time, but I looked up to other older gentlemen, his homies, you know, and they didn't know that I was looking up to that respect level on how they conducted themselves and watching every little intricate thing that they did. But I gotta realize that there's other people's kids that are watching me. They watch me on this show. They watch how I speak. They look on what was that? On how I conduct myself. You know what I mean, in public, and I gotta take that into consideration. You know, and somebody is always watching you, you know? So I think a lot of stuff to deter them from going the wrong way is making time for them and becoming somewhat a cool person to hang out with. You know, don't be like, oh, I think you should do this, mijo. I think you should join the basketball team, or I think you should, you know, do this to occupy your time instead of wanting to get jumped into a gang or smoking weed or whatever. But lead by example. You know what I mean? Like, it was a controversial subject we were talking about where, you know, the aspect of joining a gang is always it's a bad thing to people. But the true origins of us creating these barrios or coming together as a unit is most of it has to do with protecting our community or protecting our people from, you know, other people coming in and taking from us, you know, because we're you know, lower in the poverty area.
It's more for protection.
Yeah, more for protection. So teach that kid, you know, if you are going to get into a barrio, this is why barrios were formed, to protect our community, to protect our women and our children. This is how you should conduct yourself, you know, not to go blast the other vato on the other side of town that's growing up the same way you are. You know, we should take guns away because, you know, guns kill people. No, ignorant people using guns kill people. You know, not the questions. Show him how to use the gun then. Take him to the range. Show him how to load it. Show him how not to play with it. So I think, you know, making time for our kids and never giving them the short answer, you know, because you want to get them out of your hair. Like, oh, go over there, go get on your phone, or I'm busy right now. Like, nah, explain to them into great detail on whatever they want, whatever they're asking for, you know, and lead by, well, here, you know what, let's take a driver. Let me show you. Let me show you the addiction rate in our community and how you help somebody or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I do want to say one last thing.
Yes, sir.
Words are very, very important. One thing that I tell my children, even though they're older, I still tell them I love them. I tell my grandchildren like 30 times a day, and I don't say that to be like, you know, to be sarcastic or exaggerate. I tell them, I love you, mijo. I love you, Vincent. I love you, Anthony. I love you too, Grandpa. I pick them up, take them to bed. I kiss them. You know, I rub their hair or whatever. But they want to feel loved and protected. And that's where we as men come in. Now, can you imagine? I just want to make a point, bro. Somebody may say, oh, you're going too far with this. I don't care. Can you imagine I teach that to my grandbabies and then one day I just want to be a girl throwing a fucking dress? What did I just do to them? I mean, think about it. What did I just do to them? I just fucked up their whole view of how they saw me. And that's what we're doing, bro. So anyways, caller, I don't know if we helped or answered your question, but that's the best the best that I can give you.
All right, man. Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Y'all be safe and take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, homie.
Okay, let's go. Callers, let's keep it pushing. Let's see. Who the hell was that? All right, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, how you doing? This is Blue Collar from Long Beach. How you doing? I'm gonna turn off the
Yeah.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna take it back to the beginning of the show,
Yes.
talking about like if you have a son who dresses himself as a bisexual or whatnot. I was dealt with the cards to where my kid is of that nature, and it's been hard.
Yes.
He's 22 years old. The first time I was not really in his life, first of all. I got divorced. I got married at 21 and I was divorced by 28, and it's been hard. So he came to live with me because his mother couldn't handle him no more. He's 5150, and I took him in and it's been hard. He and I fucking, we threw blows and I kicked him out, but I still love him. And I know I wasn't there for him, but I still love him because he's still my son. So it's like, what can one do? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And for someone to say that they'll just dismiss them, I think that's kind of harsh because ultimately they are a part of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's what you guys think about that,
Okay, let me say this. First, before I touch on, I want to ask you a question. Do you think, and I'm asking you, do you think that you not being present in his life as a young man played a role in possibly where life took him?
I think about that all the time, every day. I want to say yes, because I was not there to teach him how to be a real man. I grew up in the streets, man. I'm 45 years old. I've had my house shot up. I've been jumped. I've been, in the 90s with TRGs and Eastsiders. I was in between the lines. Like, I knew both the sides, but that's beside the point.
Yes.
Just a little history. But
yes.
But what it is like, I was not there to teach him the fundamentals. But his mother, she's a strong woman. And she's like a freaking sergeant with them, since they were little.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Let me
yes and no.
Okay. Let me say this. There are things that a woman can give her son or daughter that a man can't. And then there are things that a man can give the daughter or the son that a woman can't, vice versa. Okay.
Facts.
Okay. And here's my thing. I think sometimes when one of them is absent, they lack something. Okay. Because they do need a stability of a mother and a father. One thing I will say is that we have a lot of baby mamas, a lot of baby daddies, but not a lot of families. Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay, and we need to be honest with ourselves as men. I always like to push, take care of our children, even take care of even if they're not yours. Okay, but now, obviously, your son, like you said, is of this lifestyle, and I know it probably hurts to say the least. Okay, I haven't been in that situation, but I will say this: if I may, always continue to love them. Even though it may be hard to show at times, but always continue to love them. There's been times, I don't need no hand claps, homie. There's been times, bro, that with me, my sons have done the wrong thing in my eyes. And we've argued and argued and argued. And I finally asked them one question. I want to ask you one question, man. And they were like, what? And they were ready to throw blows with me. Thank God we never have. And I asked them one question. Do you believe that I am for you or against you? And they both teared up and said, you're for us. I said, okay. This is why I'm coming at you that way, because you were wrong. If I'm ever wrong, correct me. You know, and that's my thing.
Yeah, very true.
You know, you don't necessarily have to agree with their lifestyle, but you know what? And you could tell them that. I don't agree, pero ¿sabes qué, mijo? I love you, and I will give my life for you. But just understand how I feel.
That's a fact. You know?
Yeah. Go ahead, Marv. Anything?
So, your question or your statement that you're making, I'm just gonna say, first of all, I'm gonna say all my respect to you, homie, and my heart goes out to your circumstances at this time. You know, I know that it must be even way more overwhelming than what you're expressing to us on the show right now. But you know, I can't even say how I feel, because I'm not in that situation that you're going through. So that's why my heart even goes out even more to you. You know, you know, I don't know, but what I'm saying, I'm gonna take it as that statement is directed towards me from what I said, that I would dismiss them, and I don't say it in the sense that I'll stop loving my child or my boys, because I love all my daughters too. I love them to death. I'll do the unthinkable for them. Like, I love them. I got them. But I'm not gonna the way I was raised, my respect, my morals, I'm not gonna have them conducting themselves like that around me. If they were to make that decision, it's not gonna happen. So I would, we wouldn't have a relationship. But it doesn't mean that I won't stop. I wouldn't stop loving them. I still love them, you know. But there's just
Like,
some things I can't. I have to separate myself from, you know. Oh, go ahead. My bad, bro.
I kicked him, and he's doing his own thing right now. I kicked him out the pad. Like we came to blows. You know, he called the cops on me and everything. You know, and long story short, like, they wanted me to put charges on him. I'm like, nah, because that would fuck up his life more than he would ever know, you know? So I was like, just get on with yourself. And he's staying with his significant other now and all that, you know? I don't even call him or nothing like that. It's like, deep down inside, I still love that motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All good, man. Thank you
That's
bro. Thank you. It takes a lot to call in and share that, bro.
Heck yeah.
I truly appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro.
Gracias, and thank you.
All good. You know, a lot of people need to stop thinking that when I answer Marvelous, you sit across from me. They see me through the camera.
Mm-hmm.
When I speak on these issues, I'm very passionate about what I speak, bro. A lot of guys think that, oh, Tony's getting mad. You know what? You must be really ignorant about a man who's really passionate about what he believes in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a difference. Okay, so, anyways, let's go right here. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Jay, South Texas.
Hell yeah, you never fail.
What's up, Tony? What's up, Marvelous? What's up to the whole Roadium Radio team?
What up, homie?
What's up, man? I got a good one today.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Hey, first of all, Tony, we need to stop all this giving grown men flowers bullshit, man. That shit is gay. Y'all say, I'm going to give them their flowers. When y'all say, I'm going to give them their flowers, when's the last time you really gave another man flowers?
Well, they're verbal flowers. They're their props. What's due to them, their shine. That's what that means. Giving the flowers is just a new fucking word, bro. That's it. I actually learned that from my boy DJ Toro from Harlem. He's the one that said, I gave you your flowers the other day. And I was like, oh shit, that was about 3 years ago. Then I just started using it. I just started sounding kind. That's it.
Let's just give each other our respect, and let's stop that flower shit.
All right, cool. I'll give you your flowers.
Fuck that. Hey, hey, Marvelous, I got a quick question for you, dog.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a past show, I've heard you say that the plant needs the sun, and I'm assuming for the photosynthesis that they give off.
Right.
Now Now, if the sun is not what we think it is, according to you, then how does this fake sun give the plants or trees? How is it any beneficial?
So you believe the sun that's in the sky right now is fake?
No, I don't. You do.
Huh?
No. He thinks maybe he's just misinformed, and he thinks that you're saying that the sun
No.
is fake. That you have said that. Have you ever said that?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I've never said that, bro.
Well,
Are you
then what
talking
is the
about?
sun? How do you-
Are you
what is the
talking
sun?
about the sun when I said that the sun that we used to sacrifice to wasn't actually the sun in the sky, but it was the black sun in the hollow earth? Is that what you're referencing?
No, you would. I mean, just in relation to the whole flat Earth, you know what I'm saying, and the planets, and not really planets, and
Yeah.
all of that. I'm pretty sure I've heard you say, that the sun is not really what we think it is, and it couldn't be.
No.
Because
Well.
if space doesn't exist, and if there's a firmament above us,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So then that means that the sun is what you believe the sun to be
You don't have to leave our tags up
versus
there the whole
what
time, bro.
somebody that believes in space.
So what I have said is that the sun is not in space at all. We're not rotating around the sun. It's not the Milky Way. There's no such thing as that stuff. The sun is actually inside the firmament. I never said that it wasn't real, because it is real, and the moon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I apologize.
No, it's
if
cool,
I
homie.
misinterpreted what you said.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know what I mean? But in regards to that, let me ask you this: Who built the firmament, and where did they get the material to build it from? Where was it built?
Home Depot. Nah, I mean, if you believe in the Most High, then that's something he could answer. I can't answer that, bro. I can't.
Yeah.
Right. Well, okay.
Yeah, my bad, homie.
I guess I don't get an answer. I guess I don't get an answer today.
Yeah, hey, but I appreciate, you're a deep thinker, homie. I appreciate the shit that you're coming up with, though. For
Yeah.
real.
And these questions honestly deserve flowers, bro. So
For real.
Oh, fuck that. Give my respect. Don't give me flowers. Give the flowers to CALI Mag GBTQ.
Yeah.
all good, my bro. Gracias.
I love that shit.
Appreciate you, homie.
Hey, one last thing. Tony.
Yeah.
Maybe I can chop it up about it, and I'll get off the line. But now I agree with you guys as far as the whole gay thing and all of that. I agree with you guys, but just playing devil's advocate here, just to make the show interesting. So if you guys say that gay people choose to be gay and are not born that way, let me ask you: are people that are left-handed born that way or choose to be that way?
That's a good question. Go for it.
Well, I believe you can use both hands. You can learn how to use both hands. The same thing you can learn to speak another language. So your ability is not limitless, but you can learn a lot of shit. So I don't think that anybody's born that way. They just choose to use their left hand, or but they have the ability to use both hands if they wanted to, unless they're missing a limb.
Would you say it's the same concept as speaking another language?
That's what he said.
Well, yeah, I just said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, bro.
Thank you, homie. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that. But I do have a daughter that's left-handed. I've asked myself that, and whenever we go to stop golf, she has to be left-handed. So I'm seeing it, and I'm like, she was born this way. I didn't teach her that.
No, that's
She
cool.
didn't choose to be
But
that.
but
That's
but
just the way she is.
but does she have the ability to use her other hand if she wanted to learn?
I'm guessing she could learn anything. The brain can learn anything, right?
Right.
They teach her.
Right. There you go.
But she was born that way.
Okay.
She didn't choose to be that way.
I know, but we're talking about something totally different. You're talking about sexuality with the left hand, like.
No. The comparison that I'm making, Tony, is to the brain. Because you know how, and again, remember what I told you. I agree with you guys. But what these people say is that it's a brain thing, that they're born like that and there's something in the brain. So that's why I started tying it into that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's like the exact. My bad, Tony.
No, go for it.
Just food for thought.
It's like the scientists that say about the Kinine, the bloodline of the Nephilim that are still here. They talk about the giants that are here now or that are being born, that it's a tumor in their pituitary gland, and that's not true. That's not true. Their bloodline is still in their blood. So I mean that's a lie too.
Okay. Let me chime in on something. Okay, when you said it's a gay person born gay. Okay. I'm going to share something from 3 different friends that I consider them friends that are gay. And they gave me the right, if you will, to ask them whatever I wanted. And many of these, well, this one is a sad story, bro, but I'll make it quick. One of them told me that it happened because he had a family member rape him as a child.
Damn.
He's a boy. And he had raping him as a child, bro. And he just ended up liking men after that. He never said, I believe I was born this way. Mm-hmm. He never said that. The second one told me that he had 4 sisters. He grew up watching them dress up like girls. He saw them using the restroom sitting down, so he used the restroom sitting down. They would show him pictures of guys that they would say were cute. He thought they were cute. And he said, I just believe I grew up like a girl. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. But never once did he ever tell me, I believe I was born this way. And one guy straight told me, man, you know what? I'm not a good looking dude. He said, I like girls. I went to college. I got invited to a party. I got drunk. I started messing around with a dude. And it fulfilled my lustful needs. And ever since then, I've just been living this lifestyle. So they each have their own story, bro. So I just cannot, say that this is for everyone. Everybody has their own story, bro. But ultimately, I just want to push parents, if they are listening and they have a child like this, just continue to love them. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, and a quick observation that I made, man, and I think this needs to be pushed, and it's a responsibility on the gay community, because I myself, I believe there's a difference between being gay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say the word, and being a faggot. And that whole Dodger shit, that's faggot shit. And they have the responsibility to make that correction, and that maybe that distinction between them. Because that is a big difference. Somebody can be gay and somebody can be extra flamboyant. That to me is that person that I just named with the F.
And there's a lot of gay people that are speaking up against the whole, them bringing things, enforcing
the whole transgender thing, bro.
That they have no business doing that. And these are from, their own people.
Yeah.
Saying that's bad. It's an agenda. It shouldn't be done. Who are they to enforce all this shit? The books that they're reading, all that on our kids, So.
Absolutely. All right, Jay.
Hey, thank you for calling, homie.
Yes, sir. You got it. Hey, don't give me no flowers. Fuck that.
All right, brother. May the force be with you. All right, let's go. Let's keep it pushing. We got a couple of minutes left, and then we're out of here. So if you want to get your call in and something I didn't ask Marvelous or something you want to ask me whatever. If you got the balls, make the calls, okay? If not, we're going to continue to chop it up for a couple of minutes, and then we're out of here because the calls have been kind of slow, and you guys have been lagging. So let's go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hello? This is Bear Boy. This is Bear Boy from Wilmington. How you guys doing, boys?
You sound a little bit muffled.
Hi, Norbert.
Go ahead. You sound a little bit
How's
muffled.
Norbert doing?
Oh, he's doing good. He's over there chewing on a chalupa with Diablo sauce.
You like chalupas?
Yeah, he likes to chupa.
Hey.
You like a chalupa? Chupa lupa?
Yes.
Oh. I want to talk to I want to know about flat Earth. And I was watching a documentary about Lake Superior. There's curvature on the Earth, But why is it you can see with a telescope, you can see all the way across Lake Superior and see pine trees and see the shore? Shouldn't there be curvature?
Correct. Yeah, correct. Their own mathematical ideology in NASA, it's against them, against everything that they say, that there's no curvature. You know, with a higher scope lens, you could zoom in, you know, to where there should be curvature. Like I say, viewing downtown from my pad, I should only be able to see the tops of the buildings, and I'm able to see everything, you know. So yeah, it's all.
Also, about Russia, they have the hypersonic missile, rat, and you know that missile's traveling thousands of miles per hour. Shouldn't it adjust for the curvature of the Earth? I mean, you had a general who blew his head off. He's like brain dead because he has shrapnel on his brain and his head. The general of Ukraine. Well, anyways, how this hypersonic missile travels so fast, but it must adjust for the curvature, I would imagine.
Correct. Good point.
You know your shit. So and so from Wilmington.
I heard Zelensky won't go back to Ukraine because he's afraid they might hypersonic his asshole.
Nah, I mean. Oh, good. You got any other questions?
I just want to invite Norbert, if he wants to go to Texas Roadhouse, whenever he wants, we'll get a nice big steak.
Hell yeah. Tube steak.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, good. He said he would love to. So.
Man.
I'll get him a hot dog whenever he wants. A foot long hot dog.
Hell yeah,
man.
Foot long hot dog. Know what I mean?
And that's going to have curvature like the Earth.
Yeah. All good. Thank you. Anything else?
I just want to say, today I'm at work. We had a meeting, and they're going to have a pride flag outside.
Oh, they had a pride flag outside?
And somebody got mad.
Okay.
And by the way, I love Bud Light. And if Norbert wants Bud Light, I'll give him a Bud Light. They're like $1 a 12-pack.
Yeah. He loves Bud Light. He's sipping on Bud Light right now with a straw.
Bud Light?
Yeah, he likes Bud Light.
He likes Bud Light.
Yeah.
Oh, he's my type of boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I love brown boys with Bud Light.
He likes
they call
light.
it Bud Light. They call it Bud Light.
No, he likes light Bud. So anyways. All good. Thank you, caller.
All right.
Have a blessed night. May the force be with you.
That's funny, man.
Okay, let's go. Fuck.
You sound like South Park.
You know what? I never seen one episode of South Park.
Nah.
Never. Okay, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is another shameless plug. Miguelito's Tattoos on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Miguelito, what do you identify as?
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I forgot. Down that Chicano fool.
All good.
That's right.
Go ahead, my brother.
All right. So I got a question. I got one question. We're gonna keep this pushing. We're gonna push it, and got one question for you, Tony, and one for you, Marvelous. So who can I ask the question first?
Go, Tony.
Okay, thanks.
Tony? All right, Tony. Hey, I want to know, did you ever get a chance to meet JV? The artist, JV?
Okay, look at my face.
Fuck.
I've already went public. Bro, I was producing JV. Bro, I have like unreleased songs. Yeah, you know, as a matter of fact, Marvelous, turn around real fast. Look at that picture up on the wall.
Did he say JV or JZ?
I think he said JV.
JV.
Oh, okay.
JV, you think she's a female rapper?
Yeah, that's her. Marvelous. That was her last black and white glossy, and she gave it to me.
Damn.
Okay, so yes, I work with JV, bro. So everybody knows that.
Quick question.
Yes.
Quick question before I go to Marvelous. Did you ever do an interview with her, or?
No. You know what? One thing about JV, I don't want to say it, but she just doesn't want nothing to do with music. I'll leave it at that. She wants nothing to do with music at all. So, and I have to respect that, bro. So, but JV at one point was a really, really good friend of mine, but we're talking about from 97 to 98. And I have unreleased songs of hers. Oh. Maybe one day I'll release them. I don't know, bro. But yeah, JB was a good friend of mine for at least a good 2 years. So, if I can give you a little bit of some behind the scenes shit, JB was not only a fucking dope ass fucking rapper, and she could have taken over this whole fucking Latina market. Okay.
Yeah.
JB just had low self-esteem, is all I'm going to say. When you're blessed with a talent, bro, you have to believe in yourself. How do you convince someone that is dope, whether they're a boxer, whether they're a runner, whether they're a swimmer, whether they're an athlete, and say, you got it, and they don't believe in themselves?
I think at that time, though, it was probably pretty hard in the industry for a woman, right?
It is. And I still think it is right now, bro.
Yeah.
I still think it is. But that's all I'm going to say. Yes, I work with JV, bro. So, but I'm glad you saw the picture. That was her last glossy, and she gave it to me, so I posted it up. Go ahead, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you for all that information. I honor and appreciate it. Okay, so Marvelous.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask you a question that I'm gonna ask you a question that everybody asks about tattoos, right? And I want you to answer me.
Yeah.
Hey, so Marvelous, how much you charge for a sleeve?
Yeah. Okay, so that's one of the dumbest questions that people ask, and it's not their fault. You know, they just don't know any better. If you're going to an artist too, you're going because he's an artist. You know, so take what he's telling you into consideration. Whether it's a cover up, and he tells you that it's not possible at this moment, or maybe you should go with another idea. Take that into consideration. People they come to get tatted, and they want their idea. Oh, they want this fucking spider to cover up this big old mess that they got on their arm. Or the worst thing that you could tell an artist too, but my homie's gonna charge me cheaper. Well, then fucking go to him. Like, why are you even coming over here? Another thing is, let the artist do his job. I hate when people are just right there looking at every little intricate thing. Are you gonna add white? Are you gonna put more shading right here? Yeah, like I barely started the first line. Like, let me work and just, bring some earpods with you, or pay attention, listen to the music that I'm playing or whatever, but don't interrupt your art. Don't try to be on the phone talking to people, moving around and, all that shit, and take advice, like maybe it's not such a good idea that you get this tatted, or maybe you should, come up with something else or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can't ask a person, oh, how much do you charge for a whole sleeve? Or, I want it not too big, but not too small. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, your definition or idea of what big and small is can be way different to me. And then a person that says, oh, I want a small tattoo in it, and the person comes over and they're like, not clowning big people, but they're over 500 pounds, like, and they have a big ass arm. Like, it's not so small, homie. Like, it's gonna be pretty big, dog. Like,
Right.
So people they don't understand that. Another thing is that if you're gonna get tatted on your legs or whatever, and you got hair in that area, shave it. Needles do not penetrate hair. They actually get caught up in the needle. So please shave the area before you come and get tatted. Another thing, your hygiene. Make sure you take a shower, please. You're going to be in a close proximity to me. So, and if you have bad breath, please refrain from telling me any secrets. Getting too close to my face. Like,
yeah,
I ain't with all that. Yeah, and if I give you a price, I'm pretty fair. I charge less than shops do, but don't ask an artist if, oh, can you hook me up for like $100 cheaper, or when I'm done with the tattoo, oh, can you add? Are you gonna charge me more if I want to add a name? Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you think? Damn.
All good.
Yeah, but hey, thank you for calling, homie. I always like your questions, homie.
Hey, hold on, one more.
Yeah.
All right, you do the whole design, right, on that sleeve. You do the whole design on that sleeve, right?
Yeah.
And then they come in the appointment, and then they're like, oh, you know what? I changed my mind.
Yeah.
You think we could do something else?
Yeah, exactly, homie. Like, I don't know. Or they'll miss their appointment, homie, and they're like, oh, can I get my deposit back? Like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? Like, come on, homie. Like,
Yeah. All good, Miguelito. Gracias, bro. May the force be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, homie.
Thank you.
All right, bro. You know what? Sylvia Lopez asked a question, and she said, what song or hit did JV sang? Anybody? I'm going to answer that, Sylvia Lopez. JV had a song called The Neighborhood Queen, which was produced by the Baker Boys. Okay. I do want to say this, that Teardrop from Latin Active, Lighter Shade of Brown, and JV, Neighborhood Queen, set the standard for Latinos back then. That's all I'm going to say. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hello.
Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
What's up? This is Don Vaquero coming out of Lincoln Heights, the original East Side. What's up, Marv? What's up, Tony?
What up, homie? Shout out to Lincoln Heights. That's right.
Salute.
Yeah. Quick question, Tony. Shit, I remember this old school ass jam, dog. Fucking I was wondering if they still make music. They're from Wilmington too. They made that funky L Street song. Are those guys still around?
Oh shit, the Funky L Street, bro. Bro, that was like a 70s song, bro.
Damn.
That was a song from the 70s.
Yeah, cause my mom used to have that shit on a fucking tape, dude.
Yeah, Funky L Street, because this used to be the street. Bro, I stay on L Street, bro, so that's why I know. This was the cruising street. So, yes, bro. I remember one of my boys from the West. He had the 45. But it's called Funky L Street. So, yeah, that was a legitimate song, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I don't even know if they're still alive, bro. I would love to interview those guys, but I don't even know if they're still alive, Big Dog.
I thought you probably still knew if they're still making music. That'd be dope.
No, that was like on some Doors shit. That was like some 70s shit, bro.
Yeah, damn. All right, then, Big Dog. I'll let you guys go, bro.
All right, carnal. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Have a blessed night, homie. Bro, I'm like, fuck, that's the first. I've done over 300 episodes and nobody's ever asked me about Funky L Street. Okay, here we go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hello?
Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm San Jose.
What's good, my brother from San Jose? You got a question?
What do you guys think about the new dude running for president from Florida, DeSantis?
I'm sorry, the new dude from Florida running for president, and what's his name?
Ron DeSantis.
DeSantis?
I'm sorry, Norbert, I asked him, bro.
Sorry.
Okay. No, I don't know, bro.
I don't know either.
Yeah, so what can you tell us about him?
Oh, he's that dude from Florida, the governor, you know, the one banning all the transgender stuff from the school.
Oh, shit. Maybe he might be pretty good. I don't know. Maybe I got to look into it, bro. But yeah, you know, I don't know. So it's hard for me to speak on it, bro. And it's not fair for me to speak on something that I don't know. So, but yeah, but you know, but I know that Florida is first as of right now to ban men or trans women who think they're women to compete in women's sports. So that's a good start. So I don't know. What do you think?
To me or Marvelous?
Not to you.
Oh no, I just don't think they will be doing this if they had like Trump in the White House.
Well, you know, I will say this. I'm not a Trump supporter, but Trump does speak against that, bro. You know, he does. So I think right now, if our choices were Trump or Biden, I'd vote for Trump. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me, but I'd vote for Trump over fucking Biden. You know, and I've always said that Biden is like 2 weeks away from fucking dementia. So that's all I'm going to say.
That idiot said his son got killed in Iraq or some shit, and he died of cancer or something.
Yeah, some shit like that. That motherfucker's a fucking liar. That's all I'm going to say.
No, but he's not running the show. He's just a puppet, right? Somebody's running the show behind him.
Of course. He is a fucking puppet.
Yeah.
Fuck that dude. Tell him I said that, bro. Text him. Honestly, bro, I have no fucking words for Biden. Biden has no right to be in that motherfucking White House, bro.
You lose.
Yeah, you do lose. Anyways, bro, Anything else?
Oh, just for Marvelous about that. Remember that old wives' tale about if you drink, don't get a tattoo. Is that true?
You know what, bro? To be honest with you, like, I think a lot of people are making a lot of bad judgment calls, and I've had recently a lot of people come and get each other's name, or a lot of girls come and get their dude's name, and they're busted, or vice versa, and within that week to 2 weeks they're coming to get it covered up. Or they'll ask me, like, I always ask, hey, are you sure you want to get it? Like, are you sure you really thought about it? Because I know, they're young, they don't really know, and they'll be like, oh, can you make it a little bit thinner in case I have to cover it? Like, if you're already asking that, why do you want that? You know what I mean? Like, that's not a way to prove your love, they're just, I don't know. They're young, I made a lot of bad decisions too. So, I'm just trying to, I could give a shit about the money. When it comes to stuff like that, I'm like, hey, are you really sure? Like, let's maybe think about it, and let's test something else, like, maybe you don't need the name, or get a symbol, like, but people, that's the way they feel they need to prove their love, by getting a name on themselves,
That's job security for you, bro.
Huh?
That's job security for you.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, man.
All good, my bro. Thank you, man. Anything else, or you good?
All right. No, we're good.
All right, thank you. Have a blessed night. May the force be with you. One more phone call, we out of here. One more phone call, we out of here. One more phone call.
Tony, someone thinks you're mad in the live chat.
Well, I don't give a fuck what they fucking think, bro.
That's right.
It's like, why would you, like, what makes people think that I'm mad?
Because you're always mad.
Anyways, okay, look, I'm gonna answer this, bro. Look at unknown caller. I already know who the fuck it is. Oh no, they hung up. Caller, your name, where are you calling from? You are our last caller.
My name is Abram Cancha.
Okay, now what's your real name?
You know what? Don Perruco.
All right, cool. I'm gonna take one more call after you because you've been missing in action, bro. Where you been?
Trying to call in.
All good, my bro. What's your question?
Well, I called to get redemption.
What was that?
Remember last time the chick from Portland called and freestyle?
I'm not sure what you're
You don't
talking
remember
about.
that? Okay, there was a chick they called and she was trying to freestyle and she was from Portland. It was embarrassing as fuck.
Bro, I take a lot of fucking phone calls, bro. So for you to say, do you remember? No, I don't remember, bro. But anyways, what's your point and what's your question, bro?
No, I wanted to bust the flow.
All right, go for it.
Beatbox, Norby.
Go ahead, homie.
Right.
Do you want a beat or you're good?
Hey, no. That's why I'm with her. She put the beat and she fucked it up. Anyways, that's why I say abran cancha. I don't know if you know what that means, but anyways. All right, here you go. Well, how should I begin? They call me Don Perroco, big and tall, laid back here, yeah, the local Mexican. I'm the type of motherfucker always finds a way to have the upper hand. So never disrespect me or disrespect my fans. I'll bust you in the chin, and then I'll make you spin. And like a roasted turkey, your future and your past are really looking murky. Your bitches' titties are perky. Hold on, I fucked up. How did I fuck up? Hold on. Now you can say, could ever really hurt me? So-called Donald Trump telling bitches to deport me. Born in LA, yeah, raised in the ghetto. I also lived in Mexico, up in the mountains, tortillas and beans, no chicken Alfredo. And then I made it up to Portland. Now this is my land. And then between the times, I learned to use my hands. I worked until my hands bleed. I squeezed until the suckers bleed. Everybody got what they deserve. Everybody got the lesson that they need to proceed to the next level. Indeed, 90% of you bitches will never succeed. We're just a different breed. There's not a lot of motherfuckers like me, so breathe. I keep my words next to my nuts, so ain't no hidden fees. I don't say what I'll do, but I'll do what I say. Honestly, I'm trying to keep this honesty. Don Perroco es de LA's Rose City Dynasty. Nah, I mean.
Okay, look. Everybody in the live chat, if you thought it was fire, put a flame. If you thought it was whack, throw tomatoes at him. Throw tomatoes at him. If you think it was whack, throw tomatoes. If you think it's fire, put a fire. Don Perruco, how do you rate your rap? I want to ask you that. How do you rate your rap?
I don't know. I really don't.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate it?
Maybe like an 8.
Okay. I like that self-confidence.
I mean, like I said, it just depends. It depends on, obviously it's always going to be different, when you spit it over the phone.
Right.
Versus you hear it in person. Because you never know. It might sound muffled, like it might just sound fucked up,
Right.
But I don't know. It just, like I said, like if you hear it in person, it's a whole different story. Especially if you hear it with the beat, because keeping on with the tempo and the whole nine, it's a whole different.
Of course.
There's a lot of mixed feelings about
Hey, there's a lot of mixed feelings. There's tomatoes and fire. Tomatoes and fire. You know what you just did? You created salsa.
Yeah.
You created salsa.
Okay, listen. Hold on. Give me 30 seconds. Hold on.
Go ahead.
It's because I kind of fucked up because I had cotton mouth. Here's a different one. Hold on. Take a drink. All right. Yo. You need a pedal to the metal. Get the fuck out of my way. You better roll with your homies in the flow lane. I don't know what the thing got you think you a G. I don't care that you smoke or you sip Hennessy. Pretending what you're not could be a tragedy. You say you have a gap. I never lived defeat. That you know that my feet been in streets where all of your demons bow down to defeat. You wouldn't understand. In the sandbox, your life has been in. Now you know what to do and you know what you're not. Have you ever got to aim at a sucker and empty the Glock? That's what I thought. Now look at the clock. I think you gotta go. I don't think that you know. I'm praying for my foe. Real motherfuckers waking up in the west side of bedtime. Such a different motherfuckers we be ripping your face up in verses. I don't have to pretend. Act hard and spit all these curses.
Let's give him a hand clap. Okay. Just when I
Don't be hating.
Just when I thought you couldn't have done any worse, you totally redeemed yourself.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm gonna put.
Well, what do you think? I mean, be honest.
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah, I mean, like you're pretty hard. You spit the truth. So just
tomatoes.
Shoot. Oh,
okay.
All right. Marvelous. Be honest. What do you think?
You know what?
Don't look at Tony in the face.
No, I'm not. No, I mean, you got potential, homie. You just need to, work on your cadence and all that. It's cool.
Ask me.
Go ahead, Alex.
Alex, go ahead.
Okay.
Battle him, homie.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You hit rhymes. I've heard rappers that don't rhyme their fucking bar, bro. Like at the end of their bar, you're expecting a rhyme and nothing comes out. Okay, so I would say maybe it's just your flow. You gotta work on it. Like all that flipping words is kind of out. But I'm just saying, bro. I mean,
well, yeah, like I said, yeah, I feel you. Like
no, I'm just letting you know.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, I wasn't ready, or I had to pull over.
Like Marvelous said, you got
like
potential,
I said,
my boy.
Fuck all that shit.
You got potential, my boy.
Time.
Just
but
work on it.
I've been rusty as fuck, so whatever. I don't want to make excuses.
Nah, you're not
what
making
is a live
excuses.
test thing?
It's mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings,
Yeah,
bro. Some people are
everywhere.
throwing fires. Some people are throwing avocados.
There you go.
And tomatoes.
Yes.
Hey, I'm just gonna put it like this: as long as there's at least one person that puts a flame, fuck everybody else.
Yes. Yes.
No,
you're right.
I'll take it as good criticism, and like I said, I'll work on whatever. Like I said, I'm rusty, whatever.
No, it's all good.
And one thing I want to tell you about the Castellano thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the language that we speak now, because I think that's the actual name of our Spanish that we speak in Mexico. It's actually called Castellano because it's not Spanish, obviously. Even though it's basically the same, but technically Spanish is Spanish. We say our S's, and they can't say the S. So I think the proper name to our Spanish that we speak in Mexico, that's actually called Castellanos. That's where it comes from.
Okay.
And then another thing, one of the super chats, the dude that said Michoacan, and you said Valley. The word Valley, it's like a slang word. I don't know if you ever heard it before, but people from Michoacan, Nayarit, Jalisco, Sinaloa too, we use the word Valley, like ¿Qué huele Valley? O ¿Qué onda Valley? That's so when you say Michoacan, I think there was a comma there, Michoacan, and then it said Valley. He didn't mean to say, Valley, Michoacan. But, I was just, trying to, I don't know if you knew that or not, but.
No, it's all good, bro. Thank you, bro.
Hey, thank you.
People were throwing up tomatoes. People were throwing up flames. And people were throwing up eggplants. I don't know what that means. But anyways, so yeah. Thank you, bro.
Oh, I want them.
Yeah, and cucumbers.
Well,
Yeah, so I'm not
Like
sure.
I said,
Alright, well,
at least your
I appreciate-
bars rhymed.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys, your time, and have a good night. And I'll work on my flow.
Thank you, my bro. May the force be
I'll
with
get back
you.
on the
Have a good one, homie.
Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. I'm gonna answer. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Are you the one that texts answer my goddamn call?
Yes. I'm trying to get a hold of Tony A, man.
Go ahead.
I want to get a hold of Tony A. Come on, let's do this.
Okay, go ahead.
Tony.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Man, don't even get at me with that goddamn gay shit. I want to say like this. I've been watching your goddamn podcast for the last 2.5 years, motherfucker. And right now, my goddamn computer screen, well, I'm a little bit faded, but
I know you're
looking a little bit more sexier than ever. But nah, fuck all that gay shit. Hey, no, so straight the fuck out. Straight the fuck out. I haven't drank in the last 4.5 goddamn months as a goddamn alcoholic because of this fucking white, disgraceful, neo-Nazi piece of shit as a fucking neighbor. Right?
Okay.
You come out with this goddamn Espolón. I ain't never tried this motherfucker. This motherfucker supposedly moves the fuck out. He leaves. I get a goddamn bottle. I get the bottle. I'm drinking. I'm 10, 11 shots in. I'm feeling fucking good. God damn it. And this fucking goddamn white cracker racist piece of fucking shit comes right back. Comes right the fuck back. It's all good. But I gotta say this, Tony, and I see you holding that goddamn bottle. I'm sorry, Tony. That bottle tastes like shit. It ain't that goddamn good, but it'll get you fucked up. Anyway, on some real shit. No bullshit. I see you. I see Marvelous. Salute to the both of you. Salute to everybody fucking supporting, calling in, everything else. I want to ask you one question. No bullshit. You guys see all this Chitorano on the run, saying what he's saying? I want to ask you guys one question. For people who are, hey, hold the fuck on, Tony. God damn it. I'm on Mark's whiskey. Let me take a swig. On some real shit. Chito Ramos. He's out with this shit. He's on the run. He's tired. He's done. Blah, blah, blah. Basically says what he says. God's honest reality. He did his time. Ain't nobody was there. Now, this is the only reason why I bring this up.
Marvelous, you shaking your head, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get to the motherfucking point, plain and simple. You ever been in the motherfucking penitentiary system? You ever put in motherfucking work? You ever done shit?
Who?
You know. You go to the penitentiary. You're used as a motherfucking pawn. Ain't nobody there for you. Ain't nobody doing shit for you. This dude gets out, puts himself on the run, blah, blah, blah. Basically, hey, he's done. Ends rap, Chicano rap, wants to kill himself, whatever. All right. That's cool.
Caller,
ain't nobody there to support him.
I know, caller. Get to your point, bro, because I don't understand your question, bro. I'm trying to understand your question. I don't even know who you're even talking about. Do you? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
So if you rape women while you're drunk and you're supporting the bullshit alcohol, how the fuck don't you understand the question, you disgraceful son of a bitch? Now you want to get to it, motherfucker?
Is he talking to me?
No, I can't hear you, you stupid motherfucker. You want to say that again?
No.
You fucking punk motherfucker.
Who are you talking to, bro?
You want to say that again? You want to act like a stupid motherfucker?
Who are you talking to, bro?
You and put a plunger up your motherfucking ass.
Who are you talking to, bro? I'm giving you time to answer.
I'm talking to you, you fucking piece of shit.
You know what's funny, bro? That I'm not hard to find. But I'm glad you called because I'm not going to hang up on you. So whatever you got to say, just get it off your chest, bro.
I'm not going to hang up on you.
Okay, just say what you got to say, bro. And then that's it. What is your question? You talk about something rana, and then all of a sudden it's about me. You're taking a swig of whiskey. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You need to be fucking thankful that I'm actually giving you fucking time to fucking talk, bro. Okay? So go ahead, say whatever the fuck you got to say. And go ahead, bro. I'll give you like 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, so obviously it didn't come out. How about we meet tomorrow afternoon, your choice, and we'll take it from there.
Friday. Tomorrow I got a studio session. Friday. No, tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, Friday. I'll give you the address and follow me on Instagram and I'll follow you back, bro. Okay? Because...
How about this? You got the number. You send me a text. And I'll be there. And that way, I haven't been drinking.
You just said you fucking drinking whiskey, you dumb fuck.
And let's retake this.
Okay, anyways, I was going to wait till I finished that fucking bottle of whiskey. Probably some cheap ass shit. But you know what? I didn't hang up on you and I gave you fucking time to speak. Okay? Because you call about some...
Fuck you and that bitch of your mother.
Somebody, rana, and then all of a sudden whiskey, and then... Anyways, bro. Any shout out you want to give?
Rapist,
look, I want to give you a shout out, bro.
You rapist.
Anyways. You good?
No.
Are you good?
Well, we're going to meet up for lunch, motherfucker.
On Friday,
that's what
bro.
We're doing for lunch. I'm going to take you for a motherfucking pedicure.
On Friday, okay? Okay, putito. I'm going to let you go.
Well,
fuck you. Fuck Miss Pac-Man. And that's it, bitch. Because I'm going to tell you something, bro. This motherfucker's hitting too hard. When I motherfucking chin check you, I'm going to pick you up, okay? And I'm going to sock your ass up again. For calling up and talking all that fucking shit, bitch.
Well, let's see about that,
Sabes,
you motherfucking
we'll see that, bitch.
Piece of shit.
Okay, we'll see.
And
I'm gonna tell you something. You fucking better bring. You know what? You know what? Go get your toes done. Paint them all white, because you a motherfucking hoe. Because that's how motherfucking hoes paint them. Fuck you and fuck Miss Pac-Man Trick. Anyways, Marvelous. We're good? Good. Thank you. So, let me go ahead and delete this shit. Let me go ahead and just take off this fucking app. Let's see. Righty then. Let's Store, blah, blah, blah. We are good. All right.
Hey, Tom,
Yes.
let me ask you something. You think that's the person that's been calling this whole time to try to get that off his chest?
I don't give a fuck. Bro, I didn't hang up on him, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I let him talk.
Yeah,
So,
no, I get you,
say whatever you got to say, bro. I ain't too fucking hard to reach. You guys motherfucking know where I live. So, anyways, bro. Marvelous, what do you got to say, if anything, about people like that?
They put his number up.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we don't conduct ourselves like that. You know, I don't know. You might be younger or what, but I mean, that's all. You know, you handle shit in person. You know, like all that phone call shit. Miss me with that. When you're drinking beer balls, miss me with that. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
He first calls and says something about something Rana.
I thought he was talking about that rapper, that dude. I don't know. He barely got out. He's a rapper from up.
Yeah, and he starts talking about him.
Yeah, I thought that's who he was talking about.
Well, he did mention him. That's why I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know that rapper.
Yeah.
And then he said, let me take a swig of whiskey. And then Espelon tastes like shit. And then all of a sudden, because I didn't give him the time and day, all of a sudden, you know, whatever, bro. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But I'm going to tell you what, you can call whenever you want. Okay. Other than that, Alex.
Yeah, we have
Go ahead.
a couple of things right here. Hold on.
I want to see what the live chat is saying. Because that shit is funny.
They're going in on him.
Okay,
It's okay.
so so hands on dropped $4.99.
Mm-hmm.
They said hopefully Marvelous can give us a class about the fallen angels breeding through energy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't believe it. Anything is possible. So that's all right. So Amazing Lonzo dropped $19.99. What the fuck is that?
Liquor store run for the show.
All right.
Que onda?
All right, there you go. 94 Emmett dropped $199. He said, "Can you explain the center of the Aztec calendar?"
That's representation of the sun, but not the sun in the sky. It will be the black sun in the Hollow Earth. It's
All right.
demonic. It's a demon actually.
A demon?
Yeah.
With
The
fish
center
in
of the
his mouth?
calendar. Yeah.
It's the face with the fish in the mouth?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, that was it right there.
Firme.
Firme, camarada.
Oh, we got one more.
One more. West Coast in TV dropped $4.99. They said, "Can we get an episode about the underground military base at the JEDI Center?"
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
I'll go live on my Instagram and talk about that.
You'll probably get shut down. But
Okay.
don't trip. I'll share it.
Yeah. Go for it, bro.
No, I have nothing to say.
Oh no, that's it.
All right, hold on.
Okay, and now I want to give a shout out to all the people that came on the live chat and are interacting with us, and also dropping money for us and letting us know how much you guys care about Roadium Radio. Once in a while, we do get trolls calling and shit, and it's hard to mediate the live chat with so many messages coming in at once. I think we hit like 800 viewers at once. So I want to thank everybody that joined us. You know? So here's
All good. Okay, I'm trying to, let me see. Today is, should answer Tony.
We got one more super chat.
one more.
All right. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Okay. 94 Emmett dropped 199. He said, "I wanted to get tatted, but never mind." Yeah, no, that's
Oh, we got another one actually.
Damn.
okay. Fire 100K, Sun 100K dropped $2. They said, "Marvelous. Do you consider Canelo Alvarez an Edomite?
I don't know. Like I don't know his bloodline. Who his dad, you know?
What's an Edomite?
Edomite, they would be considered Ashkenazi Jewish people, the people pretending to be the real Jews of the Bible. Those would be the Edomites, the bloodline of Esau.
All right. So also 94 Emmett dropped 199. They said, shout out to all Norbies, Puro Oaxaca.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Okay. I just posted up his numbers for those of you guys that want to call him. Go ahead right there. What is it? Let me see.
Hey, Norbies, have you ever tried armadillo?
No, but my mom does say stories about my grandfather that used to cook them.
Yeah.
We got a
They serve
another
it.
super chat. Quetzalcoatl dropped 99 cents. Thank you. Go ahead, Marvelous.
Yeah, they serve like the organs, everything that they're making. They cut it up and they serve it in the shell.
All good. We good?
It was good. Yeah.
Okay, Marvelous. Shout outs before I give my shout outs.
Shout outs to my boys. I'm proud of you. Doing what you're doing. My son that became a father, doing a great job. Mijo, taking care of your daughter, my granddaughter. My daughter Heaven, I love you. My daughter Amaya, I love you. My daughter Davina, I love you. All my kids, I love them. Just that's it. And thank you for everybody that participates in these episodes that we have, for calling in, asking questions, even though if they're against the grain. Everybody's welcome. But make sure when you call, come with respect. You're not much of a man when you disrespect somebody over the phone. So conduct yourself like a man in person. Don't be a keyboard warrior. Shout out to the editing team, everybody that works on the show, Norbies, Alex, Jedi. I appreciate you guys and Tony for having me on the show again.
Thank you, my bro.
So we have a few more.
Okay, let me give my shout out that you can go ahead and give. I want to give a shout out to once again Marvelous. Thank you for being here. Let me give a shout out to Alex Cervantes Enterprise. Let me give a shout out to Norbies, News of Norbies, and let me give a shout out to the Hip Hop Jedi and my son B-SKANLESS. Other than that, all the callers that called in, thank you, much love, much respect. Everybody that donated, on the super chat, thank you. Everybody who liked, comment, subscribed, much love, much respect. Everybody who became members, thank you. Thank you. Other than that, it's all good. Go ahead, bro.
So we had two more questions. Marvelous. $4.99 Pedro Valencia. They wanted to know, Marvelous, this may sound funny, but why is there 6 Joe Bidens? What's the point of that? Ha 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 ha.
Oh, they're talking about the clones that they've caught, and the person, whoever it is, wearing a mask. You could literally tell it's a mask that the person's wearing, pretending to be the real Biden. But that's the little shit that they do, Like, we know about the cloning centers that they do got. A lot of the public don't know about, that they could clone people. So, I mean, yeah, I know that a lot of that shit's fake, edited, Photoshop, video editing. Even when they have these big old speeches, like, they're not even where they say they are, They've proven that to be fact. But, yeah, that's about it.
Okay, right here, we got another one. Hold on. No, Big E dropped $5. He said, Cubo, 2 questions. What is you guys' opinion on the military? Is it good to use program us? And when you guys pass away, y'all think y'all gonna be forgiven?
You already heard that. You heard that one, homie.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
damn.
old.
Okay. Isis Chavez dropped $5. He said, love to the show. But we need Freaky Tales porfas. Okay.
All good. We'll work on it.
Okay. Amazing Lonzo dropped $1.99. He said another one.
All good, my bro. Thank you. Much love, much respect to all you guys. Thank you. It's all good. You know what? Friday we're back with Freaky Tales, and then Saturday, most likely News and Norbies. But on Sunday, I got a very special guest on Calls with the Wizard. Somebody that was here, like, I think our first 10 episodes. He's going to be back after 3 years later. Much love, much respect to all you guys. Thank you. And we'll see you guys here soon. We out of here. Thank you.